head back to Scully and Herodar at the rave. Just after everyone left. What would you guys like to do? You guys are at a rave, basically. A 2-person rave with one observer.
All I know is fucking amazing. And we'll just keep on going until he wants to end, and then once it ends, I think we should have a nice conversation with him.
I thought he wanted a body.
Shh.
I want 2, actually, but
yes.
I suppose I misspoke. It is a 3-person party with one observer. And, oh gosh, what was
You have a
it?
skeleton.
I did say I walked back towards the house. So.
Yeah, because skeleton follower. And it's
Yes.
dancing too.
Oh,
It's like filling in the with lighter drum syncopations with its rib cage and its skull,
Beautiful.
and the occasional racket on the tombstones. But how do I want to have you roll that? Roll me an insight check. Either Scully or Herodar or both.
What is my insight?
Insight.
+3.
16.
2.
Jesus Christ.
Herodar, you get the feeling that this butler can go all night long, and then some with this rave going on.
Scully, I'm pretty sure this butler can go for all he can.
Oh boy. Alright, I'll talk to him. Hey, butler. This is single-handedly one of the greatest things that have happened in probably a good since I had my memories wiped.
You're gonna have to speak up, sir. I can't hear you as much.
I need a moment of your
This is
time.
the best time I've had since Burning Man. There was this
We
man
burned
who
a
came
man?
running through who was on fire. He set the forest on fire. It was a wonderful time. I had to hunt him down and skin him alive for it, but it was worth it.
That
Best
sounds
five
goddamn
gold I've
amazing.
ever paid.
You sound like a man over my own dreams here. So you're probably wondering why I actually came out to your graveyard.
I assume it was to dig up some of the relatives and resuscitate them.
Yes! You understand!
Though I was hoping it was merely for poetry. Your
It's-
poems were mediocre at best, though.
Well,
The
I'm
music, on
sorry.
the other hand, and dancing is very well done, sir. Well done.
It was amazing. Who and I should bring back?
Oh my god.
Scribble dial.
Well, the the ancient scribble gene over there, he points towards the one Herodar is leaning up against, was a great warrior. A holy warrior, you might say. But I don't know if he's all there anymore. We had a
Sad.
couple grave robbers a couple years ago, a couple decades ago, come and take his legs.
Poop. Do you think if we put a bunch of bones together, if we would have a complete set, it would count?
Honestly, sir, I have no idea.
Also, is there any fresh ones? I need one zombie and one skeleton.
Unfortunately, no fresh ones in this section, sir.
Screw it. We can just
I
have two
believe they all have to be the
skeletons.
same.
They do have to all be the same, but like, we'll get.
Technically, yes. What I would have to do is summon 3 of them, and then if one dies, I can use. I would have to be able to summon 3 and then use another one to summon to control 1 or some bullshit. I would have to do some meta shit. I'll think of it in the future. Hey, let's dig up some bodies, yo! Come on, skeleton, let's dig up some bodies.
I hope I never hear that in real life ever.
Is skeleton digging up body for education purposes?
Hey, we're going to be
Skeleton
digging.
already have physical demonstration for body structure. He gestures to himself.
Look, man, we
Anatomy
need more
class does
mushrooms.
really, really well with skeleton.
Look, what we're going to do is get a bunch of bodies, put them together, hopefully enough for 2, and then we can raise them together, and then we can grow more mushrooms.
Oh, skeleton was hoping for other teachers. Skeleton know anatomy, but skeleton no good with mathematics or English.
Well, let's be honest here. Mathematics is literally fake, made by the elite. And English, as long as
So
you can
if-
communicate, it's all good.
So if master have one
I can't.
skeleton and skeleton 2 and master wants 2 more skeleton, does skeleton disappear? How many skeleton does master have after raising 2 more skeleton?
See, right there, it all depends on magic. See, magic's the common denominator here. 1 plus 1 may equal 2, but 1 plus 1 plus magic can equal anywhere between 2 to 20, or maybe even negative. See? Magic.
Okay.
Skeleton not worried.
Damn
Master
right, you should be worried.
Master word use implies that skeleton and flesh bits around skeleton may die from Master trying to make other skeleton. Wait,
Nah.
skeleton understand! Skeleton good at English!
See?
I think
Now let's
in a
go
way
find-
you're going to get a friend.
Yeah. Let's go get 2 more skeletons, and then we can deal with the little stuff later.
Ooh, skeleton want this one. He points at a grave. This one good musician.
Let's do it!
Oh, Lord.
Start digging.
Wait, me?
No, the skeleton.
Oh.
Oh, skeleton only have hands. This take
Yeah.
while.
Yeah,
Starts
don't
digging
worry.
into the dirt with his hands.
Yeah.
Me and the
fuck
butler are
that.
going to be dancing over
Skeleton
here.
get all dirty.
I'll help you, skeleton, because why the fuck not? It's going to take up forever by you.
Yeah, I was going to go back to dance with the butler. It'll be good times.
Skeleton appreciate big green man.
Yep.
Skeleton may even learn name. What name?
Hairdar.
Skeleton try remember hair dog.
Close enough.
Hair of the dog, babe.
Skeleton appreciate help hair dog.
Yep.
It's gonna take you guys a couple of minutes, but you finally find the casket and the skeleton just like, ooh, this one buried in oak. Good wood.
Oh,
What?
hugging.
Gotta have it nice and sturdy.
What
eh?
master want done with casket? Tap tap.
Open it up, I'm guessing. You got your
Oh.
hammer, I'm guessing, right?
Hammer?
I thought you had your hammer, so...
Skeleton have hammer. He reaches into his rib cage, pulls out a rib, starts using it to bash his way into the coffin.
Beautiful.
Skeleton have hammer. Wait. Hair dog mean actual hammer. Puts rib back, pulls out actual like metal and wood hammer. Skeleton
Yes.
think this could only build. Skeleton no think could destroy.
There's no... Oh.
Skeleton sad to discover that skeleton philosoph starts
Well-
whacking at the lid of the
Well, enough hits with that hammer, it'll open.
skeleton must do what master requires. After a few minutes of bashing, he gets the casket not so much opened as caved in, but it'll work.
Cool. We just need one more.
What? All right, let's pick another one. God damn it.
The skeleton just like reaches up an arm and just like there's this terrible rasping of bone on bone as he just like drags his forearm and hand across his forehead. Skeleton tired. Not really, but skeleton feel like skeleton should be. What skeleton hours again? What skeleton being paid?
24/7
life!
internship.
At this point, just
Unpaid internship.
24/7 unpaid internship.
hey, I have noticed the wizard has lost many things. So just sneak some stuff away from him for payment. He won't notice.
Skeleton like way you think, dogman.
Hair man.
Hair
Right.
dog. Hair dog. Must remember hair dog. Hair dog, good friend.
Yeah. Just
Wait. Skeleton think this grave double decker. He like lifts help you two both lift the casket out so Skelet's had the space to like actually summon.
yeah.
Skeleton think they're another casket. Skeleton dig with hammer now. Starts whacking at the dirt with the hammer underneath where the casket was.
Ready?
Skeleton found it. And after a few minutes, you guys have two caskets caved in lids, and yeah.
That's like half my vocabulary, bro.
Yeah, I agree.
That
Says one
probably
of the
is knowing Josh.
skeletons. Says one of the skeletons after you summon both. 'Cause
All
I'm
right.
assuming that's what you were doing.
You're
Yeah.
damn right I am. Oh, I'm gonna push the button. Animate dead. It'll be my fourth level slot. It is my fourth level, right? Yeah, at
How
4 or
many
higher.
are you raising?
Only 2. I'm going to raise those 2 and then recast control on the on him.
Technically, he was an animate.
So he
is it all-
releases the animate and casts it on 3?
So you would have to recast animate on this one as well.
So
You can
want
only
me
control
to-
3.
yeah, I only need 3.
Okay. So at the animate dead 4th level,
I can summon 3.
yeah. Or reassert control, yes. Okay.
Yes.
Congratulations, you have 3 skeletons.
Skeleton
Skeleton
3.
is now 4 men.
You know what that means, right?
Skeletons build school.
You
Skeletons,
can do whatever you want
skeletons
while
need
we're
build
here.
School.
Or a barbershop quartet.
Oh, skeletons disappointed. Skeletons have only 3.
Oh,
Need 4 scout.
Barbershop Tri-Tet. Well,
Ventriloquism?
Unless you want to become skeleton too, then skeleton quartet.
I'm good with
So if I'm not
not being hurt that way.
Damn it. Skeletons need find something to do. Skeletons build school for Lena. Lena need proper education.
nonsense! We have 3 skeletons now. That means we can have even bigger rave. All of us can start raving.
Unsa.
As much
Yes!
as Master commands.
Mm.
So as
Exactly!
the music has been going the entire time, the lights have been flashing, the butler's been dancing, and the skeleton trifecta just like take to this. They like very quickly build a stage out of a log and some tree limbs, and perform the spooky, scary skeleton song.
Yes! Spooky, scary,
scary,
spooky, scary.
Shivers down my spine.
fine,
God damn, I love this.
Aranor!
Shivers down my spine.
What was it?
Uh,
What was it?
It is your turn. Please roll the die or use the secret. What would you like to be doing during this time? Other than what you sent me that will be revealed at a later date.
Well, I just went back to my room where Pippin's laying on the floor with the bag of holding next to him, and just kind of.
I'd like to remind the jury that this is still the middle of the night.
Yep.
Yep.
And you passed the housemaid on the way in the with the door open to the linen closet, just like folding laundry.
I was kind of like, what the fuck are... I just sit down and go, what the fuck are these people doing?
Being amazing. Oh, excuse me.
Are you in your room, or is this kind of generalized towards
I am
the house?
in my room.
Okay. Then I will not respond as the housemaid, because that would be creepy.
I just kind of sit
Not
there
that
and
she couldn't.
Not that she couldn't, but that she isn't. She's working still.
Yeah, no, I just kind of sit there for a minute and go, well, I don't know what I want to do here.
You see a piece of paper, like heavy, thick cardstock paper, slip underneath your door.
What the fuck is... I walk over and grab it and go, what the hell is this? I open it up.
It was not folded, but there was nothing on the side that was up.
I flip it over then.
In scrolling text from side to side, glowing, it says, I can't find Kutdar. Is he okay?
I open the door.
Lena is just standing there, just like meekly holding her hands together, kind of fidgeting with some cardstock, just like looking down, glancing up every once in a while, shoulders hunched.
I go, so, you know how the other two dumbasses are out doing a rave apparently in the graveyard?
She kind of tilts her head, tilts it the other way, kind of looks down,
The loud noises.
reaches into her pocket, pulls out a piece of charcoal, and then just writes on one of the pieces of paper, "What are dumbasses?"
Okay, our wizard friend, our barbarian friend, and
She scrolls underneath
the butler.
the summons.
No, my friend, the tall, big one, the one that's wearing a trash bag, and then the butler for here.
She nods her head, and then points at the words "the summons," and then puts an "and" right before it.
Yes, and the skeleton.
And then underneath it writes again, and then just like scribbles it out. You didn't get a chance to read what it said. And then she just puts the paper down and looks up.
So, Kutdar saw that. Him and I both saw it. I decided to come back to the house because I want no part in that party that's being held by the butler and my two friends and the summons. Kutdar walked right past him into the forest, and I honestly don't know what happened from there. Are you worried about him?
She kind of looks up with, like, there's not much light except for like coming through a window that you were
cast
looking
dancing
at.
lights.
Yeah, fair.
Just so there's more light.
You can see a little bit of like big innocent eyes looking up at you, just like anime sparkling.
That's the one that's on your screen.
Goes back to her charcoal and then writes in
Refresh.
something and then scribbles it out.
Don't let bro cook.
And then she writes, "Not just mute." And then
I
she
point to my
points,
ears.
and then she points to herself.
Refresh.
I point to my ears. Deaf?
Shakes her head.
Death.
I grab the charcoal and just write down, you want me to go check on Kutdar?
She takes the charcoal back, and as she does, she drops it and it breaks. She drops to her knees, picks up the pieces, and then just closes her eyes for a moment, and then the piece of charcoal is whole again, and then she writes, "If he's out of here, he's safe."
I just write. Well, I just grab some random thing and I just use my magic tinkering, so we're not sharing piece of charcoal.
She,
And it just says,
her
"What do you
eyes
mean?"
light up as she sees you do this.
It just the words glow on it. What do you mean, safe?
She takes the charcoal and points to the words, "Not just deaf." And then underneath it, sworn, and then she writes underneath it, "Sworn to secrecy."
Should I leave here as well and go get Kutdar? Is what I make it say now.
She kind of ponders this for a moment, and then she's running out of room on the paper before she has to flip it over, but barely at the bottom, she writes, "Does no good. Semicolon. Stay until your business is done, then leave. Safer."
All right. Let's see. I just
Flips it over and then just looks at the wide open space of paper and then just casts magical tinkering, and the words "Don't be suspicious" scroll across the paper in glowing letters.
you're an artificer too.
She kind of looks up at you quizzically, and then she takes the charcoal underneath the glowing letters and says, "What's that?"
I just hover my hand over it and it changes to person able to tinker with objects magically.
She kind of considers this, kind of taps the charcoal on the side of her face, leaving a couple of smudges, and then she writes on the paper, "Sometime."
I just hover over and go, do you want to come with us when we leave?
She kind of opens her mouth, her eyes light up, and then just this internal darkness just closes around her face, and she drops her face and then looks down at the piece of paper and then writes, "I can't. He'll know."
I just wave my hand over it. I'm going to go find Kutdar. I will be back.
She just nods and then crumples up the piece of paper, reaches for yours, retracts the hand after she remembers that it's blank now, which it is.
Yep.
Goes outside, kind of leading you towards the nearest door.
Before I
And
left
then-
the room, I threw Pippin back in the bag and threw it over my shoulder after hearing that. Just kind of
Yep.
I'm taking this with me now.
Yeah.
I love
and
how
then
you refer to Pippin as this.
Pippin's been in a vegetative state long enough, aka like 3 days, 2 days, that he is now an it, I guess.
Apparently.
When you don't have a personality, it's kind of objectifying.
I suppose.
She exits with you and then just like turns back towards the house and then just like takes some pieces of grass and then just like creates a bonfire and then burns the piece of paper, smothers it out.
I just, once again, just grab a little piece of my. Well,
You still have
A
the
little
piece of
bit
paper
lighter.
she gave
Yeah.
you.
I still have that. I just
Train platform.
do the magical tinkering one more time and go.
Yes.
I will be back shortly. I will talk with Kutdar outside the range of this place, and we'll see what we can do.
She takes a couple steps towards you, touches the paper, and uses magical tinkering to make it say, "Be safe."
I burn the piece of paper quick as well, just so it's gone.
She nods, goes back inside.
All right, I'm going to head the same direction Kutdar is.
Okay.
Has
the
gone.
mum of-
Can
as the mum of 5.
Well, I'm going to try and track him down
No
quickly.
stranger to-
That is going to be a survival
as
check.
a mum of 5.
All right.
I believe... Does your background have anything to do with this?
Yeah.
I am proficient in survival.
Okay.
On top of that, see anything else? I can just see better in the dark, so that'll help us. Well, that'll help getting
Help you.
around.
Yeah.
As the mum of 5 or emotions.
Other than
no
that-
stranger to a moment of silence, a bum's asshole.
I haven't been there, so I wouldn't know that area as well. Because I don't think, because that's the
Yeah.
direction we came, correct?
Dong, sorry.
Otherwise,
it's
I'd be
not.
able to use Wanderer.
It's
'cause-
behind the house.
Oh, I have a quick solution to this.
Yes?
Morag.
About fucking time you remembered me.
I've been letting you do what you want, Morag.
Yes, but I've had to stay within so far of you that I have to be able to be at your beck and call. But here I am, just sitting on this house waiting. Just
So,
waiting. Eating
Mora.
rats. What?
I really need your help here. This is a specific situation. Can you
Well, it
fly around
sounds
the
like you
forest?
have a specific bird.
Yes, I do, and you are a wonderful help. This is why I feed you all the food that you want, or let you
Yeah,
go eat the food
okay,
you want.
buddy.
Yeah, about that. I think I need a diet. I'm getting a little bit fat.
That you can do that.
Apparently, even Celestials aren't immune to gaining weight.
Anyways, not the point. Can you fly around the direction that
let's see
Kutdar
if I
went?
bring my personal problems to you again. Fine.
Well,
Kinda
this is going
flaps
to be
its
some
wings and
exercise.
takes-
This will help you.
That's
Go
mine. that's
flaps
See if you
mine.
can find
wings,
Kutdar.
takes-
I will head one direction, you head another. If you see him, tell me.
Fine.
When we get to a big city, wander all the way you want, as far as you can reach, and go eat whatever the hell you want.
Then I'm going back to the Celestial world. They had some very good garbage
No,
there.
you gotta stay here.
Fuck! You have such strict rules. I can go wherever I want, and it's communicating telepathically as it flies away.
Oh yeah.
But then you
Right,
put
yeah.
a limit on how far I can go, and
So do I get advantage on this now?
you can, I believe you can see through Morag's eyes to get the topography.
Right. So now I know what the place looks like.
You know mostly. Like, underneath the foliage it gets a bit tougher for navigation, but yeah. I will give you advantage on your survival check to find Kutdar.
All right. 16.
Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down your spine. What was that?
16.
Okay. You know the direction that he went, so you found the place to start, which is very weird, considering you had to go straight through the rave to get there. And then you tracked his footprints all the way to a spot that smells a lot like blood and innards, and it has a mostly eaten pile of intestines and other lungs and such. And then there are wolf tracks leading one direction and large human tracks leading back towards the house.
Can I tell if the large human tracks are his?
You can tell that they're not, but you also don't see his tracks.
Do I see 3 sets of footprints prior?
You see 3 sets of footprints. You followed Kutdar's footprints there, but after they get to this sort of area, they kind of like shuffle around in the same spot a little bit, like he was shifting his weight, taking a couple of steps, kind of doing general idling stuff, and then they just disappear.
I'm going to run after the wolf print.
Okay. Make me another survival check. I'm assuming you're using Morag for this.
Yes, I'm always using more right when I can.
Okay. While you are doing that, Kutdar, Joda. More Joda, considering Kutdar is
19.
still astride.
Right.
After killing that werewolf, what are you guys doing?
Joda, I would like to head back now.
I would actually like to revert back to my human form if possible.
Make me a wisdom saving throw.
He gets +2 to it.
Yep.
Plus whatever your actual modifier is.
Yeah.
Just add 2 more to whatever it would be.
Okay.
The wonder of a
Right?
16.
Okay. That is enough to kind of like push off the beast and like be able to revert back to your tiefling form.
He's not up here, guys. I do not, but he should be downstairs somewhere.
Not what I wanted.
But okay, cool. So I would like to revert back to my human form, and when I do so, there's something very specific that I would like to that I would like to say to who is it?
Kutdar is with you.
Okay. There's something that I would like to say to Guntar, and so I'm going to send it in a message. DM, I'll let you know
Rank Azar.
what... Can I do an investigation for something I'm about to send you a message for?
Sure.
Okay.
Couple of private messages. I like it.
People decided they had their own shit going on.
It happens.
Yeah. It does certainly make things interesting for me, but I think that certain things will be a lot more interesting when they are actually like revealed and like, oh, this is going on the whole time.
Yep.
Well, and there's things that it's like I technically wouldn't be able to tell y'all, and there's some of it that if I was to say out loud, it would sway everybody. And so instead of just going ahead and saying it and throwing everything off kilter and jumping to conclusions, I'm trying to communicate with Kyle a little bit.
Would it actually sway me?
Probably.
You are the most suggestible, so yes. I can guarantee you.
Yeah, suggestibility. I mean, if you really want to destroy the town or something, I mean, feel free if it cures your bloodlust.
If you need to find high down, down.
And Joda, I'm gonna say that you can only change once per night.
Deal.
Just like in Skyrim.
As long as there is a moon in the sky.
Okay.
Which I am immediately regretting saying because we
two
already
of them.
established there's at least 4.
Oh yeah, sorry, 4 moons. Sorry. Oh man. Alright. Okay.
At least we know Kobe has more than Ricky.
Okay. I will keep my concerns silent for right now.
Yeah. Okay, so
Okay.
Kutdar, you watch as your friend kind of, instead of like giving any sign that he understood your question or is going to comply, just like shakes you off of his back.
Okay.
And then starts to revert into his tiefling form. Kutdar, given that you yourself said that you shredded off your previous skin and by extension clothing, you are currently naked.
Kutdar didn't do that.
No, Kutdar, not Kutdar. Sorry, Joda. Yes,
okay.
names.
Very concerning if that one did.
I can't wait for one of you to pick
my
an.
skin.
I can't wait for one of you to have a mundane name like Bob, and I fuck that up.
You quickly forgot about Hair Dog pretty quick.
I mean,
I did.
part of the joke.
Actually. I did forget about that. Look, having a toddler's memory sucks, okay?
That's fair. That is fair.
I don't like this area. I don't like this
Well,
area.
if you're saying that, I'm definitely wanting to get the hell out of here, so let's do that.
Like, I don't like the mansion. I don't like any of it. Something about this is off. We either need to murder Hobo.
The help is fiends.
We either need to murder Hobo or get the fuck up out of here.
The only reason we're here is to talk to the guest that's coming today at some point.
I understand, but I needed
so
somebody else that I could talk to about this because this does not feel right.
Yeah, there's good reasons for that. Again, every one of the help is a fiend.
But if his help is a fiend, what is he?
He's not a fiend. And Lena has been in his service longer than the fiends. Significantly longer, according to her. And they've been here for a long time.
Okay.
So I'm under the impression that you're right. There's some sketchy shit going on here.
We just walked through a forest of werewolves. And I'm the walking proof of this. And his house lies in the center of it.
Yes.
So
I'm gonna be frank with you. I agree. We need to kill him.
I agree. That's where my brain is going, and I know the others aren't necessarily gonna like it at first, but I don't want him to be alive more than he has to be, because I'm not liking any of this.
Agreed.
How is it that he can just naturally chill in here?
I mean, there is the argument that he's an incredibly powerful wizard. My only problem is that Lena does not seem to be hearing of her own free will the way she worded a message to me. She said that she is sworn to she's been sworn to servitude to him longer than the fiends. So I
have a question for you.
Go for it.
I'm gonna send it in the chat, and I want
Okay.
your response. Okay.
Okay.
Let's see.
Are you asking him the same question you asked me?
If he would rather be one or the other.
I don't understand that, so I'm going to leave that alone.
Okay.
I'll wait for the message.
Okay.
Because I know what your question was to me, and I gave you an answer to it, but are you asking that same question to him?
No, but somewhat ballpark similar.
Okay. It's very, very odd how some of these sub-races work, like werewolves and vampires and such. Because vampires would technically count as undead,
Yes.
but werewolves won't.
Right.
So
They're cursed!
Certain things, but they're both cursed, yes. Unless they're born that way. Then they can be saved. But dwarves and elves, though technically have fey blood, are not considered as fey.
I thought the words were made God, as they were supposed to be.
Yes, but no, depending on which system of belief of how the world came to be you believe. Because some people think that each race was created by a different deity. Some believe that dwarves and elves and all those of that, and orcs were all created originally as some flavor of elf. And then humans were created using a different template or something like that. And so those are considered fey while humans are not. But it's sort of this up in the air thing. And that has been your peek into...
I grew up on a desolate blank farm.
I too grew up on a desolate blank farm.
Unless he's pulling some DM fuckery. Unless he's pulling some DM fuckery, okay? Like, that is the only thing I can think of that would change that.
Hello? Okay. For some reason,
I'm
my
talking to
microphone shut
Murray.
off.
I'm talking to Murray about this private conversation. Sorry, this is very not entertaining, but we have a serious conversation going on here.
And that's why I kind of tried to fill the dead air with like the philosophy behind Skyrim of like orcs and
I think
elves
it's
and
more
such,
likely the first one.
and dwarves all being fey-like. So yeah, I'm trying to fill dead air.
Okay. So
At this time, you guys both hear the crunching of footsteps, and you notice the shadow overhead sweep over you a couple of times. And Aranor, you arrive through the woods.
Oh, Joda's here too. That explains a lot.
You follow the wolf tracks? Yeah.
Yes, I did. So we have an issue.
Yes,
we need to kill everybody.
We're gonna probably kill the guy.
Okay. Actually, Lena was just concerned about you, Kutdar. Her and I were
Sorry,
talking.
what? Why?
Something about not safe. I'm really glad we're far away from the house right now.
Shit. And I'm gonna start heading back to the house.
No,
Like I'm
no,
charging.
you're
fast.
not safe at the house, is what.
Yeah,
it
no,
said.
I don't care. I'm like running towards the house.
So am I. I
Fucking
explained.
Joda, get dressed.
I look at him. I look at him and smugly go woof and continue running.
Kudos.
I fucking
Joda,
book
just
it
for
back
that
to the
comment.
party.
Joda, just for that comment, roll me a d20 for pure luck. I really hope that you roll
That
really
one,
well
that
on
one,
this.
that one.
Okay.
Roll low.
Okay. Hold on. D20. Unfortunately, luck isn't a stat anymore. 19.
Yes! I'm not even gonna make you guys roll survival checks to make your way back. I'm not gonna be that mean. But on your way back, you do see a hunched over figure in the woods. And like, it's directly in your path. You understand it to be the groundskeeper, and you just keep walking. He notices you, looks up. Oh. So do you two both fuck him in dog form, or is this just...
Oh Jesus Christ! And I'm just
I
charging.
look
through.
over at him. I go, well, I'm just going to quickly go. You saw nothing,
That
like an actual persuasion. You saw nothing.
I would like to roll persuasion saying yes, they do.
You're muted.
Look, it's not my place to judge, but I'm just glad you're far enough away from the complex so that we didn't have to hear you howling, if you know what I mean.
Trust me, I just got there. Whatever was happened was done by the time I got there.
Well, of course you participated in the cleanup.
No, I didn't. The only cleanup is, why is there a naked man in the woods? Anyways, I just fucking booked it again and was like, why am I even stopping? I am the
Let's put
pacifist, so
another
I
50
will.
feet on him by now.
Oh, I make up for that real fucking quick. Unless your walking speed is 35 or higher, I'm way ahead of you again.
I
was-
resume running. Because I understand that it is not safe for any of us, and we've come to the conclusion, like, internally in my brain, that everybody that is not our party must die. Like,
get back-
except for the girl sworn to secrecy that can't speak.
Lena,
I am
Let's kill
going to stop at the party and go, Herdar, Scully, on me, now.
But why? Really fine.
Yeah, like,
God,
you
that's
guys
not-
have been partying with the skeletons this whole time. Like, the butler is still there, just spinning imaginary things that in the future will be called records. Just light, dancing lights, just flashing, glittering, floating in all different directions.
As I get to the house, I'm gonna look for the nearest like servant or something like that. I want to see if I can find a servant real quick.
You've already passed two
The
of them.
nearest
They're
one is
outside.
the butler that's having a rave out in the
Okay.
cemetery.
Then before we got to the cemetery, I stop at the butler and be like, "Where's your master's bedroom?
What?
Where's your
going-
master's
Hold
room?
up.
God damn
I
it!"
grab onto him and cover his mouth and pull him back and tell him to stop. I know where it is.
He's still dancing in your arms.
No, I'm talking about.
He pulled me back.
Yeah.
Kutdar.
Yeah. Okay,
And then
never
I'm like,
mind.
all right, lead the way.
I grab both Herodar and the Scully and go, yoink, come on.
Before any of you get far, he just like yells, "Wait! Who wants to win? Who wants to earn 5 gold?"
Oh no.
I continue on my way without
I-
giving no mind.
I look over at Herodar and Scully and go, you better not. We have bigger issues. Come.
You want to be set on fire?
Boom.
You want to die.
We have bigger fish
I mean-
to fry. Now get over your egos, boys.
What egos? We're dancing.
I have a skeleton.
Exactly. You and your
Bring
skeleton get
them
up
with-
to some weird
The
shenanigans.
skeletons will be
But
needed.
right now, we need to do something.
Trust me, you're going to like what we're about to do.
Oh, cool. All right.
Just follow. I proceed to head to the basement.
I'm following right behind him.
I'm right there as well.
Okay, I'm gonna take like 5 minutes because I have to move downstairs now. So if you want to converse amongst yourselves, that was a perfectly thematic cliffhanger moment.
Let me see the
Perfect.
chains and the whips on the
Be right
wall.
back.
Okay.
So I can cast Zone of Truth as soon as we get down there if we want to question him, but he has to make a save, and he is aware of the zone.
What kind of
So-
save is it?
13 charisma, I believe.
Charisma.
Make sure.
Chasing water.
Charisma,
falls,
13
feeding
save.
victims to the pigs, chicken blood.
So
Does anyone
he
feel
can
the
do
wizard
that.
was charismatic?
What the fuck?
I wouldn't necessarily say he was,
Who's to
but
say
I
that
have
he's
no
a
idea
wizard?
what kind of
like an
modifiers
actual
he has on
wizard.
him.
We know he's a wizard.
He's an straight up wizard.
We know this.
So he can't be a sorcerer?
No.
I'm pretty sure.
Don't we need him for something?
We were
Didn't we come
told
here for
he
a reason?
No,
was-
we need his friend or his the guest that's coming today at some point. And
So what you're
by
saying
the
is,
way,
if we kill him, we can take over the entire.
potentially,
It have,
basically
I do
what's
pull
happened
Kutdar aside and
is
go, wait. I do pull Kutdar aside and go, quick. Actually, we might want to wait till after the guest.
So just so you guys are aware, I was talking to Kyle. Okay. I can feel it when people are similar to like werewolves, vampires, things like that, and I understand that he's fake. But here's what I'm gonna say: how are you gonna be in a forest full of werewolves? Because that's all I've interacted with at this point.
you are right. There's a lot of fucking werewolves here, like more than
he
normal.
is not a vampire. We've discussed
Correct.
this.
Because he's not
Because
the
he's
undead.
not undead.
Correct.
My divine sense would have picked up on it.
Right. But
But he's cursed.
more than likely, he's a werewolf. Because how are you going to be around everybody that's a werewolf, not become a werewolf, and
Be
think about
stronger
how
than the
territorial
werewolf.
they are?
Why would you want? Why would you be a wizard and a
But
werewolf?
what he's saying is he has a sense of his like. So cursed beings, vampires, werewolves, that sort of thing, he has a sense for when they're like him in that regard. And the wizard is like him in that regard.
Well,
And he's not a vampire because he's not undead.
well, sucks
he
for this guy.
And he has demonic.
He has,
Butler.
yeah, he has fiendish butlers.
Right,
Help.
that much we
Help
know.
is all fiendish.
Yeah.
Should we not have
Okay.
killed the butler on the way in?
I don't think the butler himself is truly evil in the
Well, and
fact
they're all
of, like,
summons. If he's
Yeah.
gone, shouldn't they all go away?
yes.
I don't know.
Well,
he did
the
set
butler
that
is
guy on
also
fire and then
dancing
skip.
in the background, so he should.
So he could be evil. I mean, could be.
99% chance he's evil.
So it
So
really
we
comes
get the
down to what
environment we're
Aranor
in.
said. Do we wait until the guest comes and goes? And
Do
then
we trust
do
the
this?
turtle?
Turtle's dead.
I got his bowl soup.
Okay, but
I'm
what
wearing
happens
his.
when we-
I'm wearing his head.
But what happened when we decided to let him live? And we had this gut feeling.
I hate the fact that you're 100% right. You should go back and kill him. It's better safe than sorry.
He's already dead! He's already dead! We don't need to kill him, he's already dead!
If
That's
you
a
turn
mortal.
him
Really,
into
what it comes down
vampire,
to is,
The butler.
I think we can negotiate with the guest with this guy dead.
Dude, the butler's
Yeah.
the least
I
of our
don't think we
problems.
can actually, because
Animate
these two
dead.
are friends. Animate dead won't bring him back.
Dude,
As
Franz is just dancing in the background right now in that cemetery.
right?
Just leave
But
him
we
alone.
can make him a puppet.
No, he will be a skeleton or a zombie. There is no way around this. He
He'll
will
be a-
not look like he is. He will not.
He'll be a
produce
really
the
cute
same
zombie
effects
doll.
He does.
Okay,
Animate dead would
Fair
not
enough.
be good for him.
fair enough. But hear me out. We definitely need to kill this dude.
Yes, I'm saying, how about we wait? Because Lena made it sound like we're safe for the next couple days.
I mean, we can just start cutting people's throats and just be like,
But
"Oh, I
if
don't know
we
what
stay
happened."
any longer than the guest being here, we're fucked.
Okay,
We
I'll get
take
the
some
plastic
time
sheets
to
out.
investigate the place, check things out, and then when the guest here, we do our negotiation with him.
And this way we have
As soon
more
as that's
info instead
done,
of
we
just
can deal
running
with
in.
the wizard.
hear me out. Hear me out. Okay, okay.
Do you want to fight a wizard that can cast level 9 spell? I don't want to. That's what's coming. And if she finds her friend dead, who do you think's to blame?
Plus, apparently, she looks a lot like you.
There
Right,
was
that's another interesting thing. I really want to meet her.
a pack of werewolves that attacked.
I see what you're going with, and I don't like it, but I like it.
I'm loving all the theories that are bouncing around.
So
The only thing I get is you want.
I agree with you both wholeheartedly. He needs to die. But I say we wait till after the guest's gone.
Okay.
Because the guest should be here in less than 15 hours, I'm guessing.
I'm gonna go find Lena. I tell them
Um,
that, and I'm gonna kind of start going. And if they,
I
tell me
guess
to
we wait.
We stick together, though.
Yes.
No
Yes.
splitting up on this one. We need to stay together.
Well,
I
should we
would
go
agree.
back to the rave and start having a little fun?
No.
As in,
go back
On the same
no,
boat,
as in
guys, we need to also not act suspicious.
exactly. We shouldn't act suspicious. We should go ahead and go to the
It
rave,
would be
all of us,
suspicious
all
if
together.
All of us go to the rave. Because
No, it won't.
only 2 of us were at the rave.
Yeah, but you guys didn't know about it.
Yeah.
No,
I was
we knew about it.
investigating the woods.
2 of us.
I don't
knew
see how
about
you
it, and
could.
we looked at you guys. And
You guys
we
were-
fucking dumbass.
Oh,
Kutdar literally ran by you. I ran by you. Get the Kutdar.
I was hoping that you just didn't know what was happening and just left, and because I assumed if you guys knew about it, you guys did.
You guys were coming after me because I wolfed out, and now y'all are back at the rave, and I'm with y'all.
Pretty
She
sure I was the only one who
supervised me.
came after you.
You wolfed out again?
Shh. Anyways, this is not a conversation we had near or in the mansion.
About the werewolf or the rave?
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
gonna go find Lena. And I walk off.
Don't tell her
Is it-
anything.
I'm just gonna go back to my room and pretend nothing happened.
Don't tell Lena anything.
She knows more than we know, so
I know, but don't say anything about what we're planning on doing.
saying anything won't matter. She can't hear.
You can
But-
write her messages, correct?
You're saying she's dead. He's saying
What?
she's dead.
Lena
I'm
is-
so confused. What are you saying?
Lena's dead.
No, Lena is deaf.
Exactly,
She's
dead.
not.
No, she is. I was
No,
talking with
she's
her earlier.
not.
I think she can read lip.
She's not deaf.
She couldn't hear me earlier when I was talking with her. So
Maybe she didn't want to hear you.
All right then. Anyways, I'm
no,
gonna
we
go
had to
find Lena.
converse through writing.
What you're saying is she's probably cursed. They keep cursing her with different curses. Cool.
Anyways, go back, do non-suspicious shit. Act normal for the next few hours.
All right. Herodar, do you want to go back to the raid?
Yeah, fuck it. Why not?
I was gonna say, so what's everyone gonna be doing now then?
Heading to Lena.
Back to
Heading to the
pod.
rave,
We'll try
baby.
and find Lena.
Aranor is going to go
Wait.
check out the rave and just go, what the fuck are these? I'm going to supervise these two idiots.
Yeah, I'm about to say we should probably stay a little bit together.
There's now 5 idiots.
I'm
Remember the 3 skeletons?
yes, I wasn't counting them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
By
I'm
the
going
way-
to
Can I
supervise
borrow? Can I
these
borrow
5.
a couple of your skeletons?
I just need one for as a bodyguard, so feel free.
Sweet.
Should skeleton stay here or skeleton go with men? Naked men.
Do you want to have fun
Jonah?
with us, or
Jonah?
do you want to
Go get
go
your
murder?
Jonah,
Oh, wait.
go get
Good
your
point.
clothes and get dressed.
I'm not murdering.
Skeleton, no.
Oh.
Instead, I'm gonna do something that I'm.
Just skeleton, just stay here. You've
Gonna
been
try
with
to
us longest, and
experiment
you
with.
need to party and relax.
Go. You're the only one who's sentient. Feel free, come over here and just have some fun. The other two can go help.
Skeleton not sentient. Skeleton just talk.
What's the difference?
Yes.
Skeleton doesn't have its own
Skeleton
opinion.
wondering why Master resuscitates Skeleton. When Skeleton have more answers than Master.
Look, sometimes in life, you just have to go with the flow.
Is that why Master dance way Master does?
Damn right. Damn fucking right.
His fucking dancing.
Anyways, I want to just kind of rest for the rest of the night while watching these two idiots and the skeletons.
I already had my long rest. I'm happy with just fucking around, baby.
I'm just gonna be on the outskirts of the graveyard tinkering.
Kutdar.
Yep.
Is there any place that you're going to search first?
Do you want me to just roll an investigation check to try and find her place?
I just want to know where you're looking for her first.
Well, like where the rooms are and stuff.
So you're going back to your room or just the area?
I'm going back to the area where our rooms were, and I'm going to basically start searching for signs of her and where she might be.
Okay.
I made a
Investigation
roll.
check, please.
I already did that. It was a nat 20.
Okay, you note the corner of a piece of paper sticking out from under your door.
I'm gonna slide it out and read it.
It is blank. You remember that the rocks that you
Only lasted so long.
got from her only had script on it until she did whatever she did again, and then it disappeared.
Yep.
So she left a note for you, but then she used it again, and the note is now gone.
So I'm gonna continue searching for her.
You did notice little bits of charcoal also on the ground, on the floorboards, I should say, in front of Aranor's room. And then the vague, very vague impression that they were stepped on. And then the next 2 steps further down into the hallway where there is
Charcoal smudging.
Heradar's room Joda's room, Scully's room, and then one more door at the end.
I'm gonna go to that one more door on the end and knock.
There is no answer.
Yeah.
I'm gonna open it while going, Lena, are you in here? It's Kutdar.
You open the door into a very small room that has been set up as a closet. So it has some shelves and stuff on the shelves for furnishing the rooms and such.
Yes,
And then a vent. I'm venting.
sir.
Slightly larger than should probably be in here. Like it's a return for air, to keep air circulating and air fresh in either higher or lower floors of a building that is large enough for a small person to crawl through.
Can I investigate it to see if it's been like messed with recently?
I'm going to give you that one for free. There are no screws on it where there should be at the corner. And it looks like it just pushes and pulls on and off. So
Would I be able to fit in there?
It would be a very tight squeeze for you.
Can I get an idea of where it leads based off of the visuals?
It leads up to the roof and down to lower floors.
It was implied lives in the basement. Should probably be closer to him. But I should check them. Yeah, fuck it. I'm going to the base. I'm going down to the lower floors
Okay.
to look for her.
I'm gonna roll something quick. Okay. Joda, you had a plan that you needed skeletons for.
Yes, I did.
Scully, I can't remember. Did you give him skeletons to do his plan?
Sure.
He did.
I'm over with my main and Herodar dancing, and what's his face is being standoffish.
Aranor is tinkering.
Skeleton only know how to do Carlton.
Bring it!
Joda, what are you doing with the other two skeletons?
I am gathering the heart from the werewolf.
Oh, so you're going way out into the woods.
Yes.
Okay, make me a survival check to get back there.
Alrighty. $15.
Yeah. You get back there without incident. The groundskeeper is no longer there to give you grief about your potential sexual deviancies or otherwise perceived. And you are able to get back there and extract that heart.
Awesome. Well, I'm gonna eat the heart. Again.
Yep, I expected nothing less. Did you salt and pepper it first?
No.
That was
You see, I had no. I had the skeleton pop a rib off and skewer it, so I could eat it like a ham bone.
Ham boning.
Okay. All right. What else are you doing?
No.
Is it still in its wolf form?
No, it
No.
reverts. It reverted back to humanoid when it died. But you
So
can
you're
tell
always
from-
resorting to cannibalism.
Well,
It's not
you,
cannibalism.
in my brain, if I eat the heart of the people that I've defeated, a little bit of their power will become a part of me.
Did you
Now,
have
if that's
this
true
belief
or not.
before or after
Sorry.
becoming a werewolf?
Before,
Okay.
Mhm.
It just didn't give you very many things to kill and eat the heart of before. So I
Wait.
didn't know.
Precisely.
it's okay.
It was
It's
just
okay.
that demon.
But that was a belief of mine. But at this point, too, like I'm also trying to gain as much power as I can, so that way, in hopes that what I was asking for would be recognized. And so for me, if eating the heart is the representation of gaining power, if I'm trying to gain the most power, that's what I would do.
Are you just being racist right now?
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
All right. What else are you gonna do?
I'm gonna take the skeletons, we're gonna go back to my room, and we're going to have a prayer circle and meditate.
Roll a d20 just for luck on your way back.
I got a 9.
Okay, good. You also do not see the groundskeeper on your way back.
Okay.
You get back to your room, you set up the prayer circle, the skeletons just like look at each other with their empty eye sockets, look back, kind of shake off some dirt and dust and other debris from when they were woken up, and just like stare at you, hollow eyes, as you're like trying to instruct them how to sit and all that.
Yes.
And yeah, you can set up the prayer circle.
Okay, so I have
Triangle.
Don't be retarded. Change your region.
I have us sitting in the circle, and I
Change
go,
your region.
"O goddess Talona, my deity of poisons and pestilence, for you I will continuously fight and grow stronger, in hopes to one day be reborn, not as a werewolf, but as one of your followers of your curse. That to me is not a curse, but a blessing."
Okay.
And then I let the skeletons go.
All right. Scully, I'm assuming that you are still grooving with the butler.
All night long, baby.
Herodar, are you up to anything?
I'm probably just late. Not really. Just keep an eye on him and maybe just get a little shut eye just and be prepared.
Yeah, did you even take a long rest?
No.
Yes, he
Do you
did.
need it?
Oh yeah, maybe I did. I don't fucking know.
He only had
Yeah.
to meditate for 4 hours.
I have to meditate. He has
Wrong
to do
dude.
it.
Yeah, only one of you gets the
Aranor's
4-hour thing.
I just probably just take a little
Eridar, not
as you
Eridar.
rest up by the dancing wizard and the butler. Because why not?
The butler just like in the middle of the just starts going all night, all night, all night long, all night, all night. And
No.
Aranor, what are you up to as you're observing this wonderfully terrible dancing by Scully?
I'm just kind of sitting here tinkering, cleaning some weapons.
You mentioned tinkering. What are you tinkering with?
Uh,
You also mentioned it when you were in your room earlier during the
Yeah.
rest.
Yeah, he was tinkering.
no, by tinkering, it's just kind of one of those. I've got some tinker's tools, so I'm just kind of using. I got this block of iron. I can't really do much without fire right now, though. But actually, no. If I make a fire, I can edit. Well, I can play with it.
Hi, sweetheart.
I'm kind of using the iron to make more gun parts similar to the ones I see on these guns.
Okay. Make me an intelligence check for crafting. If I remember right, you don't have any molds
Nope.
other than bullet molds.
So basically, it's like I'm cutting off a sliver about that size, and then I'm kind of pounding it, and making it work to the size.
Okay.
I'm heating it up, and then
So
That
this
was
is more
7.
forging parts than facsimilating parts.
right, because I have nothing really to do with them. And then kind of messing around with them, trying to get them to fit right. So it was just a 7, though.
All right. Go ahead and make that roll, and we'll see how the parts come out.
It was a 7.
Not very good, actually. Like as far
Well,
as
I'm early in being an artificer, so it's not a surprise.
yeah, and like as far as I'm aware, this is like your first time trying to create this complex of anything. So like it doesn't go real well, but you like learn a couple of lessons
I
along
was
the way.
making the hand grenades.
You were making the hand grenades, but those are different than gun parts.
I would be making those right now, but I left the parts with Joda. So I can't
Joda
actually
disappeared
figure out-
into the woods.
Yeah, so I can't do anything like that. But yeah,
Technically, I'm
keeping
in my room now.
I am keeping the vegetative body with me though. Now that it's not safe here, that did not get left in the room this time.
Well, no, you don't get rid of that body.
Herder likes to use it for fishing.
Fish bait. Hoo ha ha.
All right, I think we went through everyone. Kutdar,
Yes, sir.
back to you.
All right.
You made a
Decision to go to
Did
the
you make
lower
it-
levels.
yeah. Did you make a check to try and find the stairs yet, or did I?
No, you said you were gonna roll a die and then you went to someone else.
Okay. Roll me a die of some persuasion to try and find your way to the lower level.
Some persuasion, so like investigation or something.
Investigation, survival for tracking, or
12.
okay. You get out to you go through the kitchen, don't find anything. You get out to the western annex, and then you find, well, rather I should say, Lena finds you.
Oh.
50 seconds. 50 seconds.
And she just walks into the room, sees you just like walking around, and then she just like looks over and then taps on the door jamb to get your attention.
Lena, oh thank God, I've been looking for you.
She kind of tilts her head questioningly.
I was told you had a conversation with Aranor.
She nods.
Are you safe?
She doesn't really give a discernible answer. She just kind of goes, kind of just like squints one eyebrow, then the other, and then back again, kind of like looking into open air, just like trying to figure out an answer to give you, and then shrugs.
I can't tell you anything for your own safety. But
She
you're not going to be
she kind of
forced to be
she
here
kind of
much longer.
puffs out her chest and then points at herself like, me?
For your safety and the safety of the others and myself, I can't say much. You won't be forced to stay here much longer.
She kind of tilts her head, points at you, kind of generally around you as well, and then gives a thumbs up, points to herself, and then gives another shrug.
I'm not leaving without you being able to, of your own free will.
She gives a soft smile to that.
And then I have 2 more questions. One, out of curiosity, after this second question, can you lead me to the library? And second, is your master cursed?
She kind of looks up, puts a finger across her lips, and then, like she's thinking, and then just like looks up at you and just shakes her head.
Shakes her head as in no.
Shakes her head as a no.
Is that a no to the library or a no to the cursed?
Holds up 2 fingers.
Is he Fey?
Kind of does a similar thinking expression, then shakes her head.
There's something off about him.
She kind of puts out her hands like she wants to say something, and then just like puts them on her cheeks like, oh, I don't have what I have. And then pats her pockets like, I don't have what, or I'm looking for something that I don't have. And then she puts one palm out and then mimes scribbling.
I have a oil flask. So I like pour some of the oil into my hand and give it to her to like write on my arm or something.
She kind of takes it in her small hands and then just like pours it one hand to the other hand and just like walks over to a piece of furniture, pours it on it, just wipes it down, and then reaches out towards you and touches the oil flask itself and casts magical tinkering.
Oh.
Can you remind me of what your question was, please?
Well, it wasn't a question. It was that there was something off about him. I just said there's something off about him.
Got it. Yep. Then the answer is going to be through the slightly projected glowing words scrolling across your oil flask. He told me that everyone who is a genius is considered mad in his age. But not everyone who is considered mad is a genius.
Which is he?
She kind of thinks for a moment and then shrugs.
I suppose the last question I have before I once again ask you to lead me to the library is he keeping you here against your will?
She kind of has a sad thinking moment, reaches out, touches the oil flask again, and then the words appear and say, I don't know. I don't know what my own will is. I'm just here. And he keeps me, takes care of me, and uses me to do things here.
Through the contract.
She shakes her head, touches the oil flask. Only the house staff have contracts. I don't know where he found me or why I'm here, but I am. And then she points to her head, and then her finger upwards, like she remembered something, reaches out, touches the chair, which instantly cleans the oil off of it. The oil flask loses the magical properties, and then she walks towards the door and gestures, and she leads you down several flights of stairs that were hidden behind a couple of doors to a library. You emerge into this library on the second floor, and you know it's the second floor because it's a balcony. Apparently, I love my library balcony set pieces.
Fair.
And this place is more notebooks and scrolls than it is like actual written text, like officially written and reproduced text. And it is a mess. There are books all over. There are notepads all over. Some of them are still open. A bunch of them are just like thrown away. A couple are burnt. They are everywhere.
Can I do an investigation check? I'm basically looking for some of his notes about his own research.
That I'm gonna tell you right now is most of the books in. Like most of these are.
Okay, I'm looking for
with his own
older
notes.
research.
Older research. All right, go ahead and roll it. Once you entered and sort of walked forward to try and start finding all of this. By the way, Lena has stayed closer to the door you came in, and is just like standing there waiting.
Modified 23.
Kind of unsure what to do with herself. You do find some older text written by this wizard. And his his name.
Okay,
apparently.
I want to especially be looking for older stuff that references Lena.
Okay. Let's see. You found some older text that does predate Lena, but you found his name of Cooper Smithson. Not a very original name.
Whose name is this?
The Wizards. Yeah. It's signed on the bottom corner of the front cover.
Okay.
Cooper Smithson. And like one of the entries is like not a very original name, but I've learned that I don't need names. In fact, when dealing with these things, it's best not to deal in names at all. These Fae and these fiends can use a person's name to twist and devour and destroy their very lives. And so I, from now on, am going to choose to forget mine. If I have no name, they have no power. And, yeah, you find some early research of his regarding contractual deals with fays and fiends, mostly with lesser fey and fiends. But nothing to do with Lena in the older text.
Okay, I guess I'll start looking for newer and newer stuff until I start seeing things about Lena.
Lena, by the way, when you put the book down and start looking for newer and newer text, just like comes up next to you, tugs on your sleeve, and then just puts her hands up and looks at you and kind of shrugs questioningly.
There's something off about the man you serve. And I'm trying to figure out where you fall into it. I'm looking through his notes now to see if he has something to do with why you don't remember anything. If you want to help me, I'd appreciate it.
She reaches over to one of the half-written books, pulls it over, opens it to a new page, and then the glowing words float across it. I can't help you with that. I don't know. I've read most of these books front to back, and none of them have anything to do with my name or any humans having to do with my age.
What about Faye?
She kind of shrugs, and then the words halfway through repeating disappear and then reappear in. There are many books on Fae. Some about even granting children, but that's only to women that come to them asking for them. There's nothing stated regarding creating one with no mother. And then she kind of just points to herself and shrugs. And then the text, after a long blank, just appears with, I'm a mystery. And then it repeats with the information about the Fae again.
God damn it.
A thought strikes her, and she stands up straighter, and then the words blip out most of the way through, repeating the second or third time through. And then she reaches out and touches it with a giant smile on her face. And the words read, I can speak. ...
What?
But only with this special stick that he gives me sometimes.
Where's
I
the
don't
stick?
know what it's called. But he keeps it with him, and sometimes he'll give it to me if he's working on something so I can help him with his studies.
Like on him at all times?
She kind of gives a shrug. But like now she's like, she kind of scooted herself up onto the podium that you were kind of reading books on next to your book, and is now just like sitting there, kicking her feet happily after being the first to tell you that she can talk.
You are quite something, you know that?
What was that?
I said, you are quite something, you know that?
She just
And then-
smiles.
Oh, gosh. Kind of, do I go after the stick or do I wait? Oh, I know who to talk to. If you're willing
Kind of
to
cocks
wait,
her head.
I'm gonna go grab Aranor.
She points to herself and then points to where she's sitting.
All right.
And then questions? Or kind of questioning shrug, I should say.
It's up to you. Would you rather come with me or wait here?
She shrugs.
You're the one who's unsure of your own will. I'd like it if you made the decision.
She just sits there. Kind of confused look on her face. Looks at you, and then looks at her hands, just in her lap.
All right. I'll go find Aranor and I'll be back soon. And I'm gonna go out to Aranor, who I assume is still with the other two, Herodar and Scully.
Yep. Joda. Seancing. Or prayer circling, I should say.
Yes. Yeah.
What were you doing after you let the skeletons go? After the prayer circle?
Let's see. After that, I want to get dressed and join everybody.
So you were a naked man walking around this entire... Okay. So you're going back out to join everyone at the dance party.
Yes. Dressed.
So it's
Clothes.
not. It's not
Oh,
me.
thank
At
you
least
for
you
doing
have
that.
clothes on this time.
Dude, you are
For now.
dumb.
Scully, you're dancing
Me, Zach, and Cody
Yeah.
in hotel.
all night long.
I am not stopping.
Can we kick Ricky off?
The skeleton that stayed with you has come back several times with glasses of water and glasses of alcohol and little mini sandwiches. for you to
Beautiful.
eat so you keep up your energy so you can keep dancing.
You're damn right. And I assume
I don't know.
skeletons are coming back to also dance with me.
Yes, the two skeletons do come back, but they come back with the one that stayed with you. And this time when they come back, one of them is holding sandwiches, one of them is holding alcohol, and then the one that's been with you the whole time comes back with some sort of green sports drink for you.
Slam them all down. Every single one. Alcohol, water, sports drink, little sandwiches. Slam it down.
Make me a Constitution saving throw.
Ah!
Oh my god.
Let me see what my constitution is.
Please
Boom, boom,
succeed.
boom. Constitution is +1. 4. So 5.
Oh God.
Oh,
There were mushrooms in that drink.
Woo!
Why?
I'm asking myself that right now, except why would you take a unknown sports drink from a fucking skeleton that has been known to grow
Drug you.
luminescent psychedelic mushrooms?
No.
Why
And
would I
drug you with
not?
them.
The answer is why
Skeleton
not.
doesn't
Every time
know
I
that they're
had
drugs, okay?
every time I have
That's-
had this happen, it's been good times for me. Obviously, for everyone else, it's probably been bad times, but for me, oh yeah.
It was one kill turned Ricky.
Oh boy.
So, yeah, it might be self-report, but if you guys just
Oof.
God, I love you guys.
yeah, I would assume so.
We appreciate that.
I wasn't talking about you, asshole. My skeletons.
That's fucking
So, Aranor, what you been up to? Same thing?
Basically, just been sitting there playing with that, and then I decided to pull out my all-purpose tool and decided to take a couple of large sticks around me and start trying some wood carving using my all-purpose tool, turning it into wood carver's tool.
Okay. While you're doing that, a freshly clothed and freshly seanced Joda comes out to join the party.
Hey y'all, what's good?
Good. We might have to keep an eye on that one
Raven?
eventually.
Ricky,
I would
shut
like
up.
to look at Scully and say that
I look at
I challenge
I look at
you
vitals when I
to
was
go
in
shot for shot.
Spain.
Oh no.
Purple just died. So it's
Oh, that's, you should know I'm a very light drinker.
and or
like,
Split,
very
Panda
light
or
drinker.
Split. It's gotta be Panda or Split.
I am most definitely willing to drink with you, but it's not going to end well.
I'm pretty sure it's.
It's okay.
pretty sure
Repeated
it's
con saves
Split.
until somebody fails.
Yeah, let's do this.
A lot of the time.
Okay.
First one. 12 plus 1, so 13.
I got a
Thank God.
16.
I thought he was been first one of failing. Oh.
So the first one's DC is
Oh,
5.
shapeshifter.
The next one is 10.
I got
And then
I
it
got a
raises by 2 after that every time, okay?
Okay.
Why?
So you both beat the 5.
And I beat the 10 because I got a 20 on my next one.
I got 18, so 19.
Sure that the shapeshifter was
Okay.
not on.
Now you gotta beat a
Wow.
12.
Could be on.
21.
18.
Now beat a 14.
7.
12.
Both fail.
Scully, I do believe that you have now failed the drinking challenge.
Oh no.
Yeah!
Technically, they both did.
Technically, you both did, yes, but Scully goes down slightly earlier, so he won't know that you both failed that last shot.
That is fair.
Yep, as far as we're
Everyone else in
concerned-
the room will know.
Doesn't bother
But,
me any.
But Scully, when you do fall unconscious due to alcohol, the skeletons will pick you up, carry you back to your room, and then just tuck you into your bed and then stand watch over you all night.
And will that be considered a long rest or a short rest?
No, it is like an hour until dawn.
Beautiful.
Like,
Oh, wait, I have full health. Oh, yeah, that's. I thought I still had that 20 HP, 27 HP because I got batted in the head. I forgot I did. That was before.
Yeah.
Yep.
Understandable.
You didn't take damage during the werewolf attack. You lost two skeletons. That's different.
I got bashed in the head.
When the butler said he was going all night, he was not joking. And now he is the only one partying in a cemetery. Everyone else, what are you doing after the skeletons just like skeleton palanquin, emergency trolley, Scully out of there?
I just think of freaking Monster Hunter, all the cats just take you in a little cart and just run for it.
Mm-hmm.
I rest until the guests show up.
You what?
Rest until the guests show up.
The guest,
Yep.
Cornix or whatever, Lady
I
Cornix.
cannot believe what I fucking witnessed. Oh,
Wasn't there someone looking for me?
Cronix. Me.
Yes. Speaking of,
Because that'd still be happening
If we skip this one.
prior to that,
Yeah.
wouldn't it?
As going on after.
after Scully's
Carted off.
carted off.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kutdar, you would see him being taken into his room by the skeletons and like put to bed, and then
That's a good sign.
yeah, you walk out and can talk to Arinar.
Gonna go out to Aranor and just kind of get close to him and kind of lean over and whisper at him. I need you to steal a stick for me.
I was at lights.
I'm going to need a lot more info than that.
Lena can talk.
That's news. I want a lot more info than that.
That
I need to
dwarf,
know what I'm stealing. I need to know why I'm stealing it. I need to know
that dwarf wizard.
where I'm stealing it from.
He usually has it on him, according to Lena. At least in her experience. So you may have to check his room while we're talking. Or when he's just not in there. Or it's on him, and you need to take it off of him. Either way, that stick lets Lena talk. And I need you to get it for me. So I can give it to Lena. And also so we can understand why the fuck it is that she can only talk when she's holding said stick. Also, I know his name.
Alright. Does the name do anything for us? Or
I just walked up from like.
I guess we'll find out.
How loud are you having this conversation?
I'm kind of like whispering.
Okay.
I would. I'm keeping my mouth shut because I shouldn't know this.
So if you could do that for me, that'd be awesome. Preferably sooner rather than later.
we'll see what I can do. Here's a crazy idea. I know someone who do a way better job of stealing it. You're going to
Swear to God, if you tell me that person you all keep referring to as a vegetable is the person you're referring to.
You're gonna hate my idea here.
I'm already loving it. Wait, I'm drunk. Good luck.
Go on.
There is a chance that this deck still contains a card that
Sorry, Cole. It's just because you don't have.
we can bring him back without having to go on a long, arduous adventure. But I'm going to pull more cards from this deck.
No.
I know you weren't
Kobe, just don't
appreciative
be
of
by
that.
me on bed. Come on.
I know he could fucking steal that in an instant.
If
and do
somebody's going to draw a card from that deck, it'll be me.
Kobe, if you're in pot,
Oh, I get to draw a card?
Top engine.
that. You're not near us.
Kobe, if you're bad, top engine.
That deck is the potential. for incredibly devastating consequences beyond just
You're
the
telling
loss
me
of your soul.
I'm fucking broke now.
What?
I may or may not have pulled a card last night. I have no money. On a side note, I also have a keep, but yeah, if you want to pull a card, be my guest. If you want to try and potentially bring him back into the fold, he might be a great asset in this situation. I can stealth and not be found, but I'm going to tell you, my sleight of hand is not near as great.
Electrical.
God damn it! Fine! I do say that a little louder than I would have liked.
Trey to lights. I kind of just stood behind Trey menacingly.
Give it here.
and looked down.
I will tell you now, there are exactly 6 cards left.
Give it here.
Oh.
3 and 3.
Hold on for a second.
If it's bad, only one of us gets. Well, there's multiple bad cards. Only one of us will likely get hit with all of them, or hit with them, or we'll share the burden. Either or.
Don't. I will draw all of them if I have to.
Just start with one. We'll see what happens.
That's the plan.
But not around the building. I definitely don't want Joe to know that we're doing this, because
I have something that's potentially far more dangerous that's in my brain.
Yeah, as soon as he hands me the deck, I'm basically gonna turn towards the forest, walk like 5
You're not
rows of
doing this
trees in.
alone.
I'm just walking 5 rows of trees in. Like, I'm still close-ish to the party, but I'm still out of most sight, so people would have to be looking for me actively to even have a chance
all
at
we
it.
need is one card.
And then I'm gonna keep drawing one at a time.
So the first card. We have 6 cards. Which one are you going to pick?
I'm just gonna draw off the top.
All right. Kyle.
Thank God somebody found a
Kyle is fucking
The
flabbergasted right
card
now.
on the top is a 2 of diamonds, which is the Comet card.
Which
I had
does...
card swipe.
Give me a moment.
If you
Okay.
single-handedly defeat the next hostile monster or group of monsters you encounter, you gain experience points enough to gain 1 level. Otherwise, it has no effect.
I
Yes.
see myself. That's pretty much all I seen over here by me and Cafeteria.
Okay,
I was cafeteria, kind of by office.
I'll draw the next card.
2 of hearts, which is an illusion of a goblin.
I'll just have it stand next to me. I'll draw the next card.
8 of diamonds,
Oh my god, man.
which is an illusion of a knoll.
I believe it takes the place of the goblin, doesn't it?
As soon as you move a card,
As soon as you move a card, it dissipates. The illusion
Okay.
dissipates.
Yeah, so I will go back and draw another card. This is number 5.
4.
Isn't it?
The
Four,
Ace
four.
of Hearts. The Fates.
That's the card we're looking for.
That's the card we're looking for?
With that card, you can undo any event.
The
As if
Fates.
it never happened.
Reality's fabric unravels and spins anew, allowing you to avoid or erase one event as if it never happened. You can use this card's magic as soon as you draw the card or at any other time before you die. There are 2 cards left in the deck.
I'm gonna draw 2 more.
Oh.
Nine of clubs. An illusion of an ogre.
Stands next to me. Then I draw the last one.
A joker. There is an illusion of yourself.
I'm gonna just let them all dissipate.
So,
The deck is officially gone.
The deck is officially out of cards.
Good. That's what I was gonna do with it anyways. I'm going to use the Fates card to return Pippin's soul.
Just so you all understand, this is guides, do not touch it.
Pippin's soul floats out from an unknown place in the universe and streaming down from the heavens like a comet that just so happened to have an image of on a card that you drew embeds itself into a bag of holding that Aranor is holding.
As Pippin crawls his way out. Holy shit!
And
it
then
starts there.
suddenly Pippin is kicking and screaming inside the bag.
I take the bag off and throw it on the ground.
I did kind of call out Braid.
I'll set it on the ground.
Welcome back, Pippin.
God damn it! I need my boots. I need my dagger. God,
ring.
I need all sorts of shit.
Jonas stole your dagger, and Herodar may or may not have your boots.
Pippin, if I may point out, you also have 2 more cards to draw.
No, actually, it stops.
overrides
That stops the minute you.
No, but you would
draw that.
still you would still be thinking about it.
Oh yeah. No, Pippin is conscious of everything that's gone around around him. Been the canon, so he's aware that the deck is now out of cards.
Oh man.
Yep. It's like, God damn it! I wanted that comet card, if nothing else, you son of a bitch. Alright,
Well,
so
you're
I just
back.
have to steal a stick. Did I hear that right?
Yes.
Consider that compensation for the soul, okay? Where the fuck is Herodar? You gave him my boots, right?
He's in the house somewhere.
As far as I know, he's there with you guys in
I
the.
thought he was still by the dance.
No, because we walked out to the forest.
Yeah, but I thought
Oh,
Herodar was still
yeah.
out at the party, just kind of.
Herodar is still, as far as I know, hanging out at the party because that's
Herod-
where Scully was.
So Herodar's at the rave. Pippin. And so is your sword your dagger. And I just hand him the ring. Oh, here's this back too.
Okay, just gonna slip the ring on and march out to Pippin is gonna march out to Herodar and be like, "Boots."
Pippin.
Oh, you're awake.
Yes, sir.
There's something else very distinctly missing from your
I
person,
still don't think he should be missing that, but
and it is all of your money.
I'll kill you all! God damn it!
as I said, Kyle, I really don't think he should be missing that money.
I'm
I
gonna
did not
murder
lay claim to
everyone
it.
in this goddamn house till I get my money and shit back! Technically, Pippin was there for it, so he should be aware of who stole it as long as Aranor is.
It's
It
not stolen.
was a card.
It was what?
Aranor, with you in his possession, therefore all of your things in his possession.
They were in his possession. I just was carrying a body. I did not lay claim to his stuff.
You in his possession, therefore all of your things in his possession, drew the ruin card.
God damn it!
And
Kill you!
then you also know that Aranor then went on to draw the the throne card, which gives him the property rights to a keep somewhere in the world.
It also gives me increase on persuasion. But
We'll talk about this later, Aranor. I'm gonna need my fucking boots, and then I'll deal with this shit.
that's fine. By the way, we got Kutdar here to help us as well for what we're about to do, because you're kind of updated apparently on the situation. So
Yeah, I've been waiting for this three-way conversation.
I hear you're good at stealing, and I appreciate your willingness to help on such short notice. Is he usually this violent?
yes, very, very much so. He's a little more pissed off though because he had money, and apparently he counts as my possession when he was unconscious.
Give me a sec. Pippin has a response. I had 22 platinum, 44 gold, 4 silver, and 7 copper, and it's just fucking gone!
And I don't know why you got targeted by it. You weren't my possession, so your money wasn't my possession. My money's gone. That makes sense. Your money being gone? I don't understand that.
Still nothing.
And it's officially gone. I took it out of Pippin's inventory. Oh, Pippin is pissed. All right. Pippin is going to, like, if he has to, just, like, pull Heridar's legs
On a
up
side
and
note,
pull the boots off,
Kutdar,
put them on himself.
on a side note, Kutdar,
What's up?
we don't need to wait until the person's here now.
Oh, shit.
We have Pippin.
The wizard drank himself into a coma.
Yes.
We're down one, but back up one. So I don't know how we're going to do this, but yeah.
We'll find a way.
Yep. Got the boots. I need my dagger venom at some point. I'll
Apparently
currently just
Joda's
take
still
it
in the
off.
area, so
Yeah, I'll just take it off for now.
I'll give it back.
Yeah, but I don't see you yet. So
no, he's
All
right there.
this time.
no,
He's at
I,
the party.
he is still there.
He's at the party.
Oh, perfect. Then I'll just get my dagger of venom back, and Pippin's gonna be like, "I will be back with this fucking stick. We will deal with you later." He points the dagger at Aranor, and then goes into stealth, and then comes out of stealth before even rolling, because it doesn't matter, and goes, "Where the fuck is his room?"
I was waiting for him to unmorph me to
Joda, you seem to know where it was.
transform back. I seen Shane running around.
All I can say as Kutdar, there is a stairwell in the kitchen.
I grab his hand and then enter stealth with him.
What do you do?
If you seen
I grab his hand and enter stealth with him so that way I can show him around.
Oh,
But
okay.
I don't lose him.
We're going into stealth then.
Yes.
Yes.
Ah!
Oh, no,
Did
God,
you
I
miss-
missed it. I missed it.
chasing you to medical.
I rolled a 19 with my modified 11, so I have a 30 at stealth.
Damn.
Yeah, I missed my stealth. Oh, and I have advantage, so I'll roll my other die just in case I rolled a nat 20. I didn't.
I'm throwing.
So-
Turn the throw, baby. Let's go. Probably. Yes, sir.
Yeah, no, I got an 11 with my stealth. And then I re-rolled it out of curiosity
No, Ricky, I didn't.
because I would still want to try to, even if I failed once, I would want to. I know that we got told we got like maximum of 2 chances.
No, dude, I was chasing you.
I would still do that knowing the severity of it. And so I did that, and I got a 27.
On your morph.
Damn.
No, Ricky, I didn't think it was Trey when you said that. I did.
So I guess we kind of just go into the house stealthily
And start going down into the basement, and I start to...
Again, Kutdar did say this that the stairs were in the kitchen, so...
As you are headed down the stairs, you guys pass Lena, who is on her way up.
I don't say a word. I try to like dodge her, make sure that I don't touch her or anything of that nature.
Yeah, Pippin's in
But
the same boat.
I'm
Pippin's just
trying to
get
get
this
past
stick.
her and get the mission done.
Emily, you have to start the game, by the way, I think.
So all you guys currently know, I believe, is how to get to
the basement,
the library, according to what Kutdar said.
According to what he said, the stairs.
According to what he said, it's just the stairs. According to what he knows, it's just the library. So, what are you guys looking for?
Stairs down. Well, I assume that's what he's looking for. I'm just holding his hand as we stealth down. Tell us when you need us to roll more stealth checks.
I think you're good on stealth checks. I'm going to have you roll... An investigation check.
Modified 10.
The dead person said that.
Wait, sorry, wrong. So 21.
Okay, so
Okay.
I was shooting.
Pippin knows where the library is.
Luckily, I'm holding Jota's hand.
And Joda, holding your hand, knows that as a dwarf, he would likely have his actual like live-in room in the lowest level possible, and that the stairs have a slightly hidden alcove, and is able to find the slightly hidden alcove for the switchback and continue down the stairs.
Perfect.
Nate's looking real sus right now.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
God bless.
As the two of you are heading further down the stairs, Lena passes you again, this time going down.
Fuck you, Ricky.
Pippin is a klepto. He's going to use a sleight of hand to pickpocket her.
Alright, go ahead and roll that.
Do I get advantage because I'm in stealth?
No, but I will not roll to counter. You'll just be going off of her passive.
21?
She has 3 things on her. One of them is a dagger. 2 of them are decks. What do you want?
I'm gonna take one of the decks. I'll let you pick.
Now, where's yours?
I was going to roll a die. Odds was going to be one, evens was going to be the other.
Okay.
Odds, evens, roll die. You get an incomplete deck of many things.
God damn!
Are you fucking kidding me?
There's another one? Oh no.
And it's just you and I.
Technically, you don't know I have it yet.
Watch as Pippin gets voided again.
Oh, please, Lord.
We do this just for
Ooh.
Pippin to get voided immediately after?
All right, okay. So Pippin isn't gonna take the time to really look at it yet. So he just took a deck out of her backpack, out of her pocket. And then we're gonna continue down. Do you want me to roll stealth again since I pickpocketed her, or are we sticking with my 30?
I'm just gonna stick with your 30 for how easy that is.
Okay.
The level you come out to is what seems to be some form of summoning room or laboratory or something. There's a bunch of chalk on the floor, chalk lines on the floor, and in different corners there are like alchemy stations and other
It's funny.
other arcane like tinkerings, and there's a mechanical man just walking around picking things up, swirling them in the alchemy corner, walking back, pouring them into other flasks and so on. And Lena is standing in this room just by herself, near one of the summoning sections. There are several. On the floor, you can see 6 what look the summoning circles. 5 of them are lit. Have candles lit.
How many people have we seen? 1, 2, 3. Didn't Kutdar see the cook? Or no, Aranor saw the cook.
Yes, I did.
Aranor saw the cook.
Okay.
So that's 4. This has 5 candles lit or 4 lit?
5 of the arcane have lit candles.
Pet my poro. And I did my 1, 2, 3s.
I would like to try to put one of the candles out at random.
I'm staying in stealth. He can be wacky.
Are you like releasing your partner's hand for this, or are you just going for it, pulling him along with you?
I don't have the time to be getting sidetracked. I change that. I continue on with the mission that we're doing. Once we accomplish that, I'm coming back to figure out what that does. Because I want to know if it desummons them, kills them, or brings them to that location. Or frees them. But for now, we continue on.
Okay. How long are you guys staying in this room?
Long enough.
We're still
to find
holding hands, so it kind of depends on Joda.
Enough to like take note of the surrounding and find the exit, so that way we can like find our way out easier on our way out.
Okay. There is a door on the far end of the room. The door opens and the wizard comes out and closes the door, kind of just like shuts the door behind him haphazardly. There doesn't seem to be a lock or anything on it. The mechanical man just kind of stops because the wizard crosses through his path and then continues once the wizard is past, and the wizard is approaching Lena.
Get on, and we can watch part of it if you want. Or we can just watch all of it tomorrow.
I would like to wait and listen to the interaction between him and Nina.
I'm going to head towards the door and let go of his hand, but do the same.
I hate starting a movie and not finish.
Okay.
Right now,
Okay. While you're both moving,
Nina,
Yes, yes. As you can see, I've had you draw another summoning cell, which means I am going to need you for the summoning again. Let me just take a moment to remind you that each of these is to make your life here better and more full, with more people to interact with and socialize and take care of your needs. You understand? And he kind of takes her by the shoulders and like walks her to the unlit summoning circle.
Okay,
Yes?
as this is going on, Pippin's gonna try and sneak into the door and close it behind him.
Roll me a stealth check. Having to do with noise specifically.
26.
Okay. For shits and giggles. And for pure dumb luck. And what the hell, why not? Okay.
I would also like to get a little bit closer to better understand what's going on.
Okay, roll me a stealth check to do that.
Okay.
I didn't have you roll a stealth check to come down here, did I?
24.
No, you didn't.
Okay. All right.
I asked several times and you kept sticking with the 30, so.
Well, that was your check.
That's fair.
I
For
had
some
a
reason
27.
didn't remember that I didn't have Joe to roll either.
You had to roll.
No, he
You had
means
to roll the
again.
initial.
Okay.
But I had rolled again. Because I
All right.
failed.
All right. Okay. So Joda, you got closer, and you hear the following. While Pippin is taking the stairs down, and I'm assuming ransacking the wizard's room and private library on the floor below.
That is a safe
Which
assumption.
I'm going to need an investigation check from you to do while
Before
I'm
you
doing
do
this.
that,
Yes?
I should have a wand on me of magic detection, and I'm just going to use that quick.
A lot of things. Honestly, a lot of things and most books glow.
I basically thought that would just lower the DC for it, because then I'm targeting the things that are glowing and stuff. So that's why I did it.
I understand, but it is
It's still a lot of shit.
somewhat high level wizard's personal study. So
I'll message it to you as you continue this.
Yep. Joda.
Yes.
You hear the following. Now, I understand this isn't something that you like to do, but I promise you it is for the betterment of your life. Now, I need you to just simply stand there and do what you know. Oh, of course, you don't remember this part. Just stand there, remain calm, and I will handle the rest. And you will be perfectly all right. I promise you. And he leaves her in the center of the summoning circle, steps back to the edge, and starts reciting an incantation. The room, all lights in the room start to dim, and the floor starts to glow blue. And the light from the floor kind of starts to grow and grow. And the only lights that are actually visible and lighting the room now are from the candles on the floor around the previous circles and the glow from the runes on the current one. And after a moment of speaking, a being begins to form in the middle of the circle next to Lena. I need you to roll me an Arcana check.
Rick here. You just need to
Okay.
use less words.
I got an I got a modified 1.
Do you have a negative?
Yes. We're missing Brayden.
Yes.
He went to go pick up Hallie.
Okay.
So I think
You have no idea what this gross, misshapen, red thing is that was summoned here. But you know that you know what? On a very good day, you could take this thing no problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
The summoning ritual will have taken a few minutes, so I'm going to put into play your
Rummage.
24 here.
Yeah. God, I love Pippin.
You find
You missed him a lot, didn't you?
I did.
You find a wand on the side table next to the wizard's bed.
I'm gonna add that to my inventory.
You find several other wands as well, but they don't seem as specialized, i.e. they are sticks specifically, but this one is a fancy stick with carvings and engravings.
Yeah, I'm definitely adding that to my inventory.
Okay?
Just tossing it in my bag of holding.
Yep, I will tell you what that is later.
Yep, I figured.
And then you're able to make your way up the stairs again. Make me another stealth check as you exit.
Did I find anything besides wands?
You can take a number of magical books if you want.
Sure,
But
I'll just
other
grab
than-
2 randomly and put them in my bag of holding as well.
You know what? I will also let you take a rod.
I know.
Add custom item. Book. Done. Bag of holding.
I will let you add an immovable rod as well.
Continue. Bag of holding. And then a rod. Movable rod. Add that to my bag of holding.
An immovable rod, which means you can shove it down a dragon's throat and watch it tear itself apart.
Something like that. So yeah. And then I'll go back up and stealth check, you said?
Yes, to exit the room.
25.
Okay. For shits and giggles. Yeah, you exit the room after the mechanical man walks past, going for another batch of alchemicals from the corner.
Okay, do I see the thing that was summoned?
You start to see the form of it, and I'll let you make an Arcana check for this.
Okay, I have a 0, so...
I have something I would like to do while
Not
he does
good.
that.
Oh,
I would like
better
to
than
use... Go
What
ahead.
was the result of the roll first?
7.
Okay, so I'm dealing with a 7. Go ahead, Joda.
Okay. I would like to use my channel Divinity Abjure the Extraplanar. As an action, you present your holy symbol to each aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, or fiend within 30 feet of you that can hear you. You must of you that can hear you must make a wisdom saving throw of 17. And on a failed save, the creature is turned for 1 minute or until it takes damage. A turned creature must spend its turn trying to move as far away from you as it can, and it can't willingly end its move in a space within 30 feet of you.
Does this not come out of stealth?
What?
It does.
Yeah, I
It
thought
will
so.
take you out of stealth because it is specifically that can hear you.
So you're using an audio component.
Oh, okay. Hold up. Never mind on that one.
Because
Never
it
mind on that.
specifically says within 30 feet of you that can hear you.
Yeah. Never mind. I'm saving that for later.
Okay.
Smart
A
man.
7. You understand that this is a very powerful fiend of some kind, and it is red.
That's all I needed.
Like, you would not take this on your best day at all.
Understood.
After-
Basically, I'm gonna start heading towards the door or towards the stairs up.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna walk up behind him and pickpocket him.
Pickpocket who?
The wizard.
Y'all are killing it.
Roll sleight of hand.
Once again, I don't get stealth. It's just a straight fight.
Fucking cracked out of your fucking. You took too much math today, brother.
26.
Okay. You get a couple more wands and some lint.
Lint.
You guys not hearing me, right?
Add item, and I'm just gonna go wand. How many wands?
2. I'll figure out what they do later.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just literally doing wand and adding it to my bag of holding.
Yep.
So, and then I'm heading towards
while-
the. Just in case he had the one thing I'm looking for on him, I
Yeah.
searched him and then I'm taking that and heading towards the stairs.
Yep. The wizard, while you're doing this, has finished the incantation, and this fiend solidifies into a form. And then the wizard produces a scroll from his sleeve as you're pickpocketing him. Go figure. Opens it towards the demon and says, I offer you this mortal's life in return for my lifetime in servitude to me.
Oh. I know what I
The
would like.
pit fiend looks between the contract and the girl, reaches one hand up, grips the top of her head, puncturing one of her eyes with its thumb, and just compresses her head straight into her neck, breaking her collarbone through her rib cage, and crushes her downward, eventually crushing the top of her skull into her pelvis.
Oh dear lord.
And she is dead.
I would like to coat the dagger. Wait, did I give the dagger to you?
You gave it back to me.
Damn.
The pit fiend then takes a finger, which is now very much drenched in her brains and her blood, and signs one of the lines of the contract. The wizard takes the contract, rolls up the top portion of it towards him, and places a single dot of ink where his signature is supposed to go. What of your name? You must sign your name on the contract. The wizard just looks up at this caged fiend and just says, I cannot sign what I do not have. You are my servant now. Claps his hands, the scroll with the contract disappears into dust, and the candles around this sigil light all at once. He walks over to Lena, reaches down a hand, produces a diamond, and drops it into her charred, mangled corpse, and she begins to reconnect limb by limb and ligament by ligament and very slowly becomes a whole person again.
Holy shit. Pippin is ready to get the fuck out of here now. Where the fuck did he get this diamond from, by the way?
This was rolled up inside the contract, so he doesn't forget it.
Makes sense.
We just lost somebody.
We lost Murray.
Yeah, he'll be back.
There he is.
So it was easy. He apparently learned a long time ago to roll the spell components up in the contract to revivify someone.
Get his nigger ass out of here.
And apparently has simultaneously contracted a high-level demon to work for him, killed his ward, and robbed said demon of a soul they rightfully should have, all at once.
Get off my ship. Get off my ship.
So yeah, what are you two gonna do?
Pippin's getting the fuck out of here.
Actually, hit the pause button. While all this is happening, what is everyone else doing?
Are I still sleeping or drunk or something?
No shit.
I guess it depends on how long this takes.
Yeah.
This takes a grand total of about 15 to 20 minutes.
Okay, then he is still asleep.
So Scully is still asleep.
Kutdar is kind of pacing at the trees over by the party. Kind of just pacing out here.
Is there anything that you're doing in particular to like try and monitor the situation inside? Anyone?
I guess I could be just watching where the door they went down in.
I mean,
I don't
just
think
doesn't
they
make
should.
sense because I can use divine sense, but it's a timing thing.
Yeah.
So which just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Action.
I'm asking mainly because some people have spells they could use that I don't know about. Because I'm not constantly looking over your character sheets.
Not I. I just have a bird. The bird did not go in.
Okay, the bird is still kind of just flying around the area.
Yes.
Okay. It's feasting on the remains of the organs of the deer from earlier.
Good for him.
Sure. All right.
I will
go back to the pair inside. Yes, Joda.
So, a thought has crossed my mind. Number one, for right now, I do want to get out of there.
Yep.
But I also wish to ask him if he could aid in turning me into a spider. Like a were spider.
Ooh.
The wizard or?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Do you come out of stealth to talk to him?
No. I'm not saying right now. Like, my plan A is to get up out of there. That is my only goal in this moment. Because now is not the time to be dealing with what we just witnessed.
Okay. It's y'all's action now. The wizard is going over the fine print of the contract that the fiend signed already. With the fiend itself, as Lena's body is just slowly re-amalgamating itself into what should be a human form. And then
Well, you booted your ass off the fucking
if you stick around long enough, I suppose, her eyes will eventually flutter open and she will just like look at the ceiling, sit up, stare at her hands, and then her night skirt is just ruined. Her nightshirt is ruined from what happened. And roll me a perception check to both of you if you care to.
Okay.
Okay, I have to ask. Roughly how long is it taking?
This is taking less than 5 minutes by more than one.
Then I'm not going to do it because I'm going to be gone.
Oh, yeah.
Roll me another stealth check to get out the door.
Okay.
Same for Kutdar? Or, sorry, same for Joda, or are you sticking around?
I'm out of there.
All right.
I think I did it.
I got a 23.
I got
All
a
right.
29.
Okay. 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 All right. You get out of there, no fuss, no muss, no coconuts. You are out.
Yeah.
Roll me another stealth check at the top of the stairs.
Well,
13.
that's ironic. I
What?
had two nat 3s, so that is a 14. God, I love my stealth modifier.
I got a
I
13.
may get caught, but I love my stealth modifier.
Okay. As much as it pains me to say it, with as low of a roll as Pippin had there, you both make it out into the dawn light
God, yes.
unnoticed.
Fuck yes. Fuck you, DM. Get shit on.
I rolled a 2 and a 3 to notice you.
Oh,
You'd need a
The
12
creature has
modifier.
a +1.
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
I rolled a 4, but I have a +9 to my stealth.
11.
Yep.
I'm so
Yep.
glad I decided to basically bring Pippin back via Kutdar.
Golden chicken.
Right?
I would not have
How's
done
Kutdar
here as
feeling
well.
before these two reveal themselves, by the way?
Kutdar is insanely nervous right now. He is pacing. It's bad. Kutdar is incredibly nervous. In fact, he's
Okay.
probably a few shades paler than normal. Just out of like nervous energy. He's not used to being the one left behind. He's normally right in the front. So this is like something he's not used to.
By the way, since I'm assuming Pippin has time to like take inventory of what he has, the deck of many things that you have has
Yes.
6 cards left.
Oh my god.
We don't have the 50-50.
Pippin's going to be starting to draw those as fast as he can.
No, go fuck yourself. So, I was left engine the entire time.
Later, when we're not in a situation.
Pretty much they fucking called the report. I say we just fucking skip this one because we have the numbers. Skip this one and go on with the game, and then
All right.
we'll find out later.
I guess we're gonna hop to where Pippin and Joda reveal themselves.
yeah.
Because
All right.
else is waiting around.
I mean, honestly,
That was a big ass red demon looking motherfucker.
Let's just skip.
Don't fuck with that. That motherfucker just got a demon signed to him without giving up his soul. By the way, your girlfriendy thing died.
We're skipping.
I don't think Kutdar and the child are like that.
Yeah, there we go.
Kuttar's just like fucking goes like
The
3
girl
shades
that doesn't
paler than he
speak
already
died.
was, and is like flabbergasted. I mean, he brought her back, but it's not a. But yeah, he basically sacrificed her to sign a demon to a contract.
Okay, so I have a question.
What's that?
What if we were
Yes,
to find
we can
out his
kill him.
name?
Kutdar knows his name.
What?
Yeah, Kutdar knows his name.
Yeah.
Kutdar's just over here, just like
How does
trying to
how does
process
Pippin
everything
know
that was
that?
just told to him. Like this, he's not used to this kind of
Because
blood.
Pippin's body was with me when Kutdar told me that.
All right, continue.
Okay, so why don't we give his name to one of the demons?
That's exactly what I was thinking.
That is honestly the level of fun.
But
Hey, do you guys want to walk over to him and tell? Hey, Kutdar, what's the guy's name?
wait, hold on. Before we do that, guys, I want to see if he can turn me into a were-spider.
Why?
Would you rather a werewolf or a were-spider on your team?
I would rather fucking neither.
Kutdar's going to go and start walking towards the place.
Here's the
I'm
thing.
following
I
him.
can control it. Which would you rather?
Pippin is going to like stare after him, and after he gets about 30 feet away, start kind of following him.
Or a were-snake?
I love this idea, but Kutdar seems a little off right now, so I think you might have to just knock him out to deal with this.
I'm just following Kutdar. Kutdar, I don't
It's
know
okay.
what else to do. Kutdar,
Kutdar's just heading straight for the kitchen, and he's going to try and find the downstairs that Pippin and Joda used.
I just grab Kutdar and go, don't do anything rash. Let him come to us.
He killed her.
Yes, and by the time she's back alive, and I don't like that as much as you do.
I would like to go to the butler.
Let's get the
please.
rest of the people together. And then we can go on a full murder spree. How's that sound?
Kutdar's just like fuming, but kind of gives you a vague nod. As he's like, you can tell he's fucking like rigid. He looks like he's as stiff as a board. Just incredibly rigid. Like
I promise you,
super stressed.
when
right
we
now.
leave, she can go with you. By the sounds of it, there won't be much holding her here after we kill the wizard. Or deal with the wizard via the contract giving them his name to sign.
I believe Joda did something.
Joda, you approached the butler, who is still nightclubbing it up.
Yeah.
Correct. I ask him for his. I shout rather loudly to try to get over the music. I would like to request his assistance in some butlery duties.
And what would that be like, sir?
I have
His
a
eyes are
question for the master of this household that I feel like he might be intrigued in.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure he might, sir.
May,
However, I cannot wake his my master before dawn. His eyes are closed, by the way.
it's already dawn, sir.
It can't be. I haven't been dancing nearly long enough. He just like
Open your
cracks one
eye.
eye open. Well, shh. And then just like snaps his fingers. The sounds and the lights twinkle out. Well, it was a good night. Can I bring anyone breakfast? I'm sure the cook is up already. Wait,
It's
you
just
said,
Joda there. It's literally just Joda there.
Wait, you said you wanted to talk to the master over something. What was it?
A magically scientific quandary that I have that he might be intrigued to use me as a test subject for.
Well, yes, I can ask that of him. I shall go retrieve him, and go wake him anyway, and get back to you with breakfast.
Shall I meet him in the dining hall so we can converse during breakfast about it?
That is a very good point. If you could find the others and all gather into the east dining facility area, the east annex actually. Then I believe that we can all have food together.
This is a good point. Pippin should be going into stealth, and he's gonna go hide in Aranor's room because they don't know he's conscious, and there's a lot of talk about bloodshed. So Pippin should have been going into stealth pretty much as soon as he was like getting close to the house.
Roll it, please.
25.
All right.
Trey's got it all for me, I swear. He's got it all for me, man.
So.
Now, will you still be requiring the services of our master's friend when she arrives? Because it does seem like you have a halfling moving around in the area.
It's a fairly decent size.
Mr. Joda?
It's a decent size. You have like 3 parts.
You're looking rather pale. Are you alright? Did you get a good night's sleep last night?
I couldn't sleep with all the ruckus that was going on. It was too much fun.
Oh, of course. It was too much.
But I do wish to talk to your master because I think it would be quite intriguing what I have concocted in my brain.
I find it also quite intriguing that the halfling in question for your visit here is already up and about.
You know, while I do question it, I also have understood that the more that I question this group, the more headache I have.
Smart man.
The answers don't get solved, but the headaches accrue.
Yes, I do understand that bit of wisdom. I shall go retrieve the master if you would be so kind as to gather anyone who wishes to join in breakfast.
Alrighty.
Do feel free to bring your half friend.
I start looking for everybody, including Pippin.
Pippin's in Aranor's room. Like I said, he came out of stealth once he got behind the door, so he's kind of just sitting on Aranor's bed.
Okay. Well, I said that breakfast was going to be in the east dining hall.
Pippin is a bit of a dunce, and so he's just going to be, oh, breakfast, hell yeah, and just walk out.
I tell him that he's already been noticed by somebody here.
Oh shit, I should go into never mind. You've already been noticed. Never mind, I guess breakfast it is.
Yes. Yes.
So you're going around finding everyone, telling them about breakfast.
Yes.
Okay. Kutdar.
Yes, sir.
Where is Kutdar?
Kutdar is with Aranor, so basically, just kind of holding himself at bay. Like, literally, he looks incredibly tense as he's just, like, walking behind Aranor, stiff as a goddamn board, just hands clenched. He's pissed. Gets told about breakfast when Aranor is found and is kind of just following behind Aranor.
Kutdar, just act normal for a little bit. We're not supposed to know that.
You feel a tugging at your sleeve.
Lena.
Who does?
He just smiles up at you and nods.
Kutdar goes literally like 3 shades paler.
Kutdar?
And like
she is,
and just
she
breathes
is,
a huge sigh of relief.
she is dressed in fresh clothing. She's cleaned up and all that. But as you look at her smiling face, you remember what was told you what happened to her specifically. And she just smiles up at you and then reaches into one of her pockets, pulls out a piece of paper and charcoal, and writes in the charcoal, "Breakfast?" question mark.
I just slide my hand over my sleeve and words appear on my sleeve going, "Yes, are you going to join us?"
She just smiles up and nods.
And I make it fade back away.
Kutdar's just gonna nod at her and like he's so angry he can't even really talk right now.
She makes a somewhat worried face towards you, writes down, "Are you feeling all right?" question mark.
He shakes his head as no, but continues to walk with Aranor towards breakfast.
I just slide my hand over my arm, doing message again. He's had a long night.
She takes a couple of steps, faster steps, so she's ahead of you, turns to face Kutdar, and then just like with a questioning look on her face, points to her head, kind of shrug, and then points to her stomach, and then shrug.
Kutdar points to his heart.
She puts both her hands over her heart and gives a nod, a sad look and a nod. Then she stands upright, opens her arms wide like a hug.
Kutdar will hug her.
Her tiny arms do their best to like fully like go all the way around you and hug you.
He whispers in her ear, "Thank you."
She kind of pats your back where she can.
And whispers, "I'm sorry."
She kind of freezes at that. And then you feel her head against your chest or side or something. Just like shift up and down like she's nodding. She'll disengage from the hug, take a step back, and then point to herself, and then point to her head. And then on a piece of paper, write, "I remember."
Kutdar is actually going red now. Like he is got his honestly blood might be coming from his fists. He's clenching his fists so hard.
Make me a strength saving throw. This is to actually see if you are bleeding from the hands.
Yep. Do I also get the +2? I do. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Modified 21.
Okay. So you're able to like control your strength to the point where you're not puncturing your own hands with your fingernails, but yeah, you're clenching here.
Yeah, I'm fucking pissed. Your Kutdar is fucking pissed.
Just because
And then
just because I can still do silent messages, I just
she kind of sees you just standing there quivering, turning different shades of red. And then she writes, "I don't know why, but I can." this time.
I just slide my hand across my sleeve again, and it just says, "You will be free from this soon." And it just fades quickly as well.
Writing, how do you know?
I'll kill him.
She looks up in like somewhat close to alarm, and then she just
Sorry?
kind of nods.
Kutdar, let's keep the talk like that not audible.
And then
Kutdar
she
again is
just,
just going to go back to nodding and being very quiet again.
then she just crumples up the piece of paper, focuses on the paper, and nothing happens. She looks at it in slight sadness and not understanding, and then just crumples it up more, and then just focuses really, really hard, and nothing happens to it. Then she looks up at Aranor, just like holds the piece of paper in one hand, and then just like mimics fire with the other.
All right, just give me 1 second. I just make a motion like throw it up.
She takes it in both hands and tosses it upward above her head.
As it's in the air, I know this is not going to be an easy save, but I cast Firebolt on the paper.
Yeah, go ahead and make that attack roll, please. I'm not going to make it that hard because you told her where to toss it, but
It's a 23.
yeah.
Hit.
I have vitals. Ricky,
Burns
I
the
have
paper
vitals.
away, completely gone.
Stuff all
Nothing
over
but
the button, okay?
dust and ash. Herodar, you've been told about breakfast by Joda.
Yeah,
Alright.
and
Is someone going to get the wizard?
all he do is yap.
Joda will.
Okay.
That's literally you, motherfucker.
Is there anything that you'd like to do along the way?
Yeah, so what do you find out after your fun time?
To Joda.
I jerked off train at.
Yeah.
Well, we will be conversing about that outside of this house, because walls have ears.
Okay.
And then
can't wait.
very
We can all-
faintly, you're able to hear what you assume is the cook say, and the corn has ears. Can you imagine he said that? As way down the hall, he and the butler walk past.
Nope. That is creepy as fuck. Mm-mm-mm.
I'm not saying a word about any of what we've talked about previously. And I'm saying that outside a game, not inside a game. Like, nah.
Nah, bitch, nah.
So, is anyone going to go check on Scully?
Yes.
Okay, alright.
Everybody else, I think, is assuming that Joda is doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was under the assumption that I was grabbing everybody.
Alright.
On the way to breakfast, I'm just going to swipe my hand over my arm and just motion it towards Kutdar and just go, name?
It was up by electric. Ricky
Kutdar's gonna shake his head.
It was up in electric.
Like, no.
I don't. It's not Nate.
Now my sleeve just says, I have a plan.
Orange is sus.
I need the name.
So do I.
Joda, you wake up. Scully is surrounded, one on one side, one on the other side, one at the foot of the bed by his skeletons.
That's not creepy.
They're just standing there, facing outward, even though one is staring directly into a wall.
Even less creepy.
So I look at Scully after I wake him up and I go,
I'm the scientist.
breakfast.
Breakfast?
Yeah,
Now you're the yapper.
I want breakfast.
let's go.
Two drunk fuckers.
Scully is hungover,
Skip
or
the
still
year.
drunk, potentially.
Or on
3
drugs.
shots.
Yeah, I
Oh.
only took 3 shots. I would be good by
They
now.
both did.
I just
Yeah,
did
also
that
took-
to be
I took
like,
drugs. Don't forget that Gatorade shit.
That is true. Scully did do drugs.
I did not.
Yeah, welcome to the hangover.
Part 2.
The head
Who lost a finger?
those are toes, actually.
I was about to say.
I thought it was a finger. Weird. Yeah, it was toe. Okay.
No, he's
And,
talking about other things. The movie, I think, was a finger. So,
I was gonna say. I thought it was a finger.
question.
What's up?
Is Pippin joining at the table, or is he staying in stealth somewhere around?
No, Pippin straight up was like, "Oh, breakfast," and then Joda was like, "By the way, somebody noticed you," and went,
Yeah.
"Oh shit, I should be in stealth." Oh, I've been noticed. Well, fuck it. I guess I'm going to breakfast, and sits at the table just fine.
Yeah, because Trey,
So as the 6 of you
me and Artie are pretty much.
enter the breakfast room, or the east annex where breakfast will be served, each of you takes your seats. A couple of moments pass.
Yeah.
I would like to position myself closest to the sorcerer. Sorry, to the wizard.
Pippin's
I'm a
gonna
wizard.
sit on the opposite end, so like basically, I'm thinking of the wizard sitting at the head of the table. Joda's on one end, Pippin's on the other, at the left and right side.
Hmm.
If that makes sense.
Yep. There is one space between Pippin and the end of the table, and that is where Lena has followed Kutdar and Aranor into the room and taken that seat. And then a couple minutes later, the butler enters through the door and holds it open as the wizard comes in. He's, yes, everyone's here. Everyone, including the vegetable, it seems.
You know,
Uh,
while I may not know how he came back, I'm glad he did.
I can't wait for
Yes.
Scully. I can't wait for Scully to come in here. He has no idea I'm awake yet.
Scully, you enter.
For real, for real.
Holy fucking shit! Is that turkey?
My best friend.
Pippin, you're alive? I thought you died and got your a demon or
Hey,
something.
I lost my soul. I didn't die, but I am alive. Yes, I'm back now. The big guy over
Perfect.
there, Pippin, like vaguely shoulder shrugs towards Kutdar and Aranor. The big guy over there just decided to draw enough cards to bring me back.
The fuck? We had more
Actually, we
cards?
drew out the deck.
You drew
Frickin'
cards
Aranor
without
said-
me?
Never allow anyone else to.
Don't worry. Apparently, they were all illusions except one. Except two. The one that brought me
And the
back,
other-
and
yeah.
the
The other
comet
one, he'll become stronger if he single-handedly defeats his next enemy.
That's such bullshit. You said I
Otherwise,
couldn't
it
use
does
any.
nothing.
You literally threatened to saying that. Okay, you
Yeah,
didn't
they
threaten to
left
kill
us
me.
both out.
Yes, I'm so sad. Well,
Hey,
I
Yoda, you
danced
already
my life
drew
away.
multiple cards. B, Scully, honestly, you wouldn't have had any bonuses from the... I mean, having the keep somewhere in the world may have been a bonus for you, but...
Don't worry, that's mine now.
We have not discussed that.
Was Kobe there too?
While
Pippin
you
just glares
discussing
at
this,
her
the
and all.
butler is bringing in breakfast items and plates and drinks and glasses and such.
I smell
So you
chicken.
all can start eating.
No, you came.
If
Since
Pippin
we
sees
don't
it and
have
stops
to
talking,
worry.
just starts shoving it in his face.
It's
Since we
almost
don't
like you
have to
haven't
worry
eaten
about the
in
debacle
days.
of Pippin anymore. I have a new magical theory I would like to try with you, if you wouldn't mind.
Yes. And what would that be?
Have you ever adjusted and manipulated a curse?
Like vampirism or lycanthropy?
Precisely.
No, I can't say I have. However, I do know some friends who might be able to do so.
I'm gonna shoot you in the mouth.
Such as the one that'll be here later today?
Perhaps I hadn't thought to ask. Thank you for that reminder.
Well, I have this thought that I think would be quite interesting.
Yes.
One of two options. Either one, I would not be upset. But either becoming a were-spider or a were-snake.
Those are quite interesting ideas. I'm not entirely sure that, number one, that, I don't know that lycanthropy is adjustable without some sort of divine or some deific, shall we say, interference. And I'm not even sure that a were-spider is even a
The only
thing.
person you trust is dead.
I know that Drow had when they're Lorith, whatever she's called, they can turn into she divines and blah blah blah, turns two people into a giant spider thing. Yeah, her.
That's different from being able to change at will into one of those things.
And a were-spider is probably far different than turning yourself into a spider. A giant spider.
I think
That's
it's possible.
druidic versus it's druidic, a druidic ability versus something far more, well, frankly, cursed.
If you put enough chimeric things into him, he'll turn into something weird.
If you adjust the lycanthropy, since we have things similar to that of like werebears, were-tigers, so on and so forth, if we were able to alter the curse that was put upon me of lycanthropy, then we wouldn't have to be removing it. All we'd have to be doing is altering it. And I thought that potentially somebody that had the knowledge and the connections and the curiosities that I shared would, if they would be willing to use me as the test subject and see what happens.
Yeah, let's just mutate you until you turn something cool.
First thing that happens is you die.
Yeah. It'll be the first time.
Kuntar's gonna cast Zone of Truth on. I actually have to check the components. Sorry, give me a sec. Yeah, Kutar's gonna cast Zone of Truth, kind of at the head of the table, where the wizard is. So,
how large is Zone of Truth?
15
range
foot radius.
area 60 feet, 15-foot radius.
Okay, so are you just getting the wizard, or are you getting the wizard and Lena and
Stand them up on
Lena, Pippin,
Joda?
Joda, all of them. I'm getting as many people in it as I can.
Yeah, that's cap.
Okay, then I'm going to need the saving throws for all those people. What kind of saving throw?
Charisma. But everybody
Let's see.
within 5 feet of Kutdar, it's a +2 to the saving throw.
You gotta start with the round.
Where is Kutdar at the table?
I assume I'm actually near Joda.
Next
He's
to
further
the
down.
mirror.
It's 5 or 10
God.
feet.
I got a nat 1.
You don't want to be within 10 feet of the guy at the head. So you'd want to be 10 feet from. You don't want to be seen.
Yeah,
10-ish
I
feet or more.
Oh, I see what you're saying, Alex.
Yeah.
You would want to be 2 people away.
Yeah.
So people within 10 feet of you. Oh no, sorry. That's Orb Guardian.
So that would include Lena, Joda, and Pippin.
Sorry, I am trying to
We'll get
find
the +2. I will roll.
10 feet. It is
Fine.
10 feet.
Okay, it is.
Yep,
I
I'm
will
looking.
roll.
It's Aura of the Guardian.
Dwarf.
There it is.
Lena.
Creature 10 feet of me. So basically, I'm going to be sitting on the other end, and so I want to be over 10 feet away of
The wizard.
the wizard.
You're fucking
I'm a
joking
wizard.
me.
What?
I rolled. I got a 3 for one person and a 19 for the other.
Which one's which?
We don't get
Take
to
a
know.
guess.
3 for the wizard.
19 for the wizard.
Lena got a +2 from Kutdar, assuming,
Yes.
and a +1 from her own stats, leaving her with a 22.
Yes!
Oh, thank fuck.
Tell me about Zone of Truth.
Okay, so Zone of Truth. You create a magical zone that guards against deception in a 15-foot radius sphere, centered on a point of your choice within range. Until the spell ends, a creature that enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there must make a charisma saving throw. On a failed save, a creature can't speak a deliberate lie while in the radius. You know whether each creature succeeds or fails on its saving throw.
Lena succeeds.
The wizard failed. An affected creature is aware of the spell and can thus avoid answering questions to which it would normally respond with a lie. Such a creature can be evasive in its answers, so as long as it remains within the boundaries of the truth.
I'm going to roll a quick Arcana for the dwarf wizard to see if he
does know.
recognizes.
Like it. No, he
understands.
does know. An
He
affected
understands,
creature of the spell.
but how well does he know what he can get away with in the zone of truth?
I
is
see
what
what
I'm
you're saying.
checking.
That's what I was thinking.
Fair
Wouldn't
enough.
that be a wisdom?
He's doing an Arcana
I'm
based
doing
on exactly
Arcana
zone of
because it's a
truth.
spell.
He's doing this specific spell versus a flat wisdom.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, I have my answer.
I'm gonna spew bullshit.
Ah, yes, the zone of truth. And now the real questions come. So, go ahead, ask me. I may or may not answer truthfully.
How'd you
Well,
forget your
I'll
name?
answer truthfully. I just don't know whether or not I'll be clear.
How old are you?
Oh my fucking god.
That is a very inappropriate question to be asking someone. Next!
How does one forget their name?
By intentionally avoiding it for centuries on end.
If
What
I
happened?
told you your name, would it make it your name again?
I'm not entirely sure of that. Perhaps we should try it and see.
if you were to know your name, how would that affect any contracts you have?
Well, given that I signed no name on any contracts, I'm not sure that it would affect any.
Wouldn't it nullify them then?
'Cause
You
now
have a
you're not the
name
person that
and you
signed
didn't
it.
sign one.
A signature is a signature, is it not? When a sailor signs to be under a captain, he's not told to sign his name. He is told to make his mark.
I look through the room and I see at least the butler there, right? That you mentioned the butler was there.
Yes. Is the butler within the zone of truth?
No, I don't believe so.
Yeah.
I believe he's in the corner. I believe the wizard is just at the edge of the zone of
he's next
truth.
to the door.
So I'm going to ask the butler, out of curiosity, if him making a mark versus writing his name, would that make a difference to your contract?
Unfortunately, the name and the signature do not have to be the same. You can sign a part or a symbol that represents the person.
Would knowing his name do something for you?
It very well might. Do you know this man's name? Silence!
No. I might.
Why are we mentally attacking this man?
Kutdar is going to walk into the zone of truth and accept failure.
I'm so confused. What have these guys done to us? Want to
what level of spell is this?
It's a second.
I'm so confused. They literally partied with us all last night, and now we want to, like, we
You
even went
remember
with
last
them.
night when we almost did a certain thing?
Aranor,
Yeah, I was against it the entire time also.
Kutdar is going to tell Pippin and
Before you do that,
Jorah.
As Kutdar enters the zone of truth, the dwarf wizard will counterspell the effects.
All I was trying to do was figure out if I could be a weresnake.
Yeah.
And to be completely truthful, he says after casting aside a zone of truth in its entirety, I'm not entirely sure how you would manipulate the stipulations of a curse such as that. You would have to take a combination of bestow and remove curse, which I understand may be very difficult on the subject in question, though I am very tempted to find the answers to that.
Legitimately, if you can find the people to that are willing to give this a shot, a true, honest shot, I would be willing to do so.
And so am I.
Okay, I do have to ask. Isn't counterspell countering the spell while it's cast?
I like Ricky's new name.
You know what? I will double check the wording.
Yes.
I believe it is.
Zone of Truth is...
It's a 10-minute, just a duration 10-minute range of area.
Yes, it's an interrupt in the process of casting.
Okay, so since Zone of Truth is not a concentration spell, that's the part I was looking for, was concentration.
It is not a concentration.
Okay,
It's just a flat 10-minute duration.
Then he does not use it.
Okay. I assume you're taking
you would know
the
that.
spell back.
The spell is still in play, yes.
Oh,
I
so he
apologize.
did cast counterspell.
No,
Okay.
he didn't.
You said the way you said it, I was
Zone
like,
of
oh
Truth
wait, the
is still in
spell
play.
still was played,
Boys,
is
we
in
got
play, so meaning he didn't cast it. Gotcha.
So
The
while
spell of Zone of Truth is still in play because he would know based off of his check that cannot
He can.
counterspell it after it is cast.
so
But
under
yes.
the zone of truth, I say to him, all I'm trying to do right now is figure out if I could transform, because that is actually what my only goal is right now.
Well, is your goal to transform? Is it to transform into something you want, or is it to transform into something you think your deity wants?
That's a good question.
To transform into something that I think my deity would want, and that would bring me closer to my deity.
Have you truly asked with all humility and presence of mind and been understanding of an answer of what it is your deity wants from you? In this lycanthropic regard. Perhaps your deity wants to spread chaos and some sort of pestilence through the diseases of a land-traveling mammal. Perhaps it wants you to spread poisons and pestilence through a ground-slithering lizard. I don't know the answers to these, but I can put the question to you to ask your deity. If that is something they want you to be, then they will make it so.
Let's not spend
Do you
Zone
have
of
a
Truth time
tincture
on
that
this.
will put me in a trance-like state for me to try to attempt to speak to them?
When was the last time you spoke clearly
It's
with
been
them?
more than 4, buddy.
While this conversation is going on, I'm going to go over to, or Kutdar is going to go over to Aranar and whisper something in his ear. It is the wizard's name. I'm letting you know that, Kyle.
Which I forgot.
Yep.
What is it
But
again?
I am going to direct message it to Alex.
Okay.
So I don't say it out loud. So, and you can make me roll for it if you want. But I'm just going to direct message it to him. That way I don't say it out loud.
I am not going to have you
Guardian
roll
Angel
for it. I
trained
will,
to
however,
stand
roll
there
for
and kill
Lena and the butler, considering they're in the room and they are one of them, at least, is very keen to know. Okay. All right.
And I'm in the zone of truth, so that is not a lie. I willingly failed.
Okay, so let's not waste Zone of Truth time on whether or not.
What do you have
someone
over
can or
Lena?
cannot. Yes.
Over Lena.
What kind of control?
No, I'm going to bed.
Who's to say I need control?
'Cause I'm fucking
Why do I have to have control over another being underneath my roof? Do I have control over you? At this point, the butler takes a few steps forward and asks,
Literally made
would
contracts.
anyone like some tea?
I'll take some. I'll take some.
I think that
If it says
everybody here who seems to be a little bit tired
I'm wide
should
awake.
possibly lay down and take a nap and regain themselves.
Perhaps I shall brew one hell of a resting then. And the butler exits.
I don't care what tea he makes. I'm not fucking touching.
What did you do to Lena to make her forget all of those memories.
Except for the last.
What did I do to Lena? Absolutely nothing.
Pippin, what
What
did you
did
see
you-
down there?
What did you cause to happen to make Lena
Pain
forget
and
those
suffering.
memories?
Pain and
Pippin-
suffering. And nothing else. I caused indirectly some pain and suffering, and she herself chose to ignore it. I caused nothing directly.
How did you meet Lena?
On the side of a road. Between here and Firefall.
What's the highest level spell you can cast?
You do know that I don't have to tell you anything that I don't want to.
I'm aware.
You just cannot lie.
So keep in mind that I do so willingly.
Do you want to tell us?
I will tell you. But not yet.
Question: do you think it's rude of us to do all this when we
Yes.
ask for your
I
help?
believe it is very rude. Thank you for asking.
As
Yeah.
rude as killing your... What did you call her again? Underling ward? Is that the term you
Award
used?
is what he called her. Yes.
I mean, she's
Yeah,
still
it's
alive.
Very,
I take care of her needs, her basic needs, day to day and otherwise, and her social needs. She has people around her to socialize with, to speak with, to learn from. And I make sure that any harm that does come to her, in one form or another, does not remain.
But you control when she speaks.
Lena, I know you're not affected by the zone of truth, but would you like to leave with us?
Can she
She
leave at any time?
currently is paralyzed out of fear.
Can she leave at any time?
Where's
That
the staff
is
that
not
where's
funny.
the stick
You said-
that lets her talk?
The stick that lets her talk. Is that what you said?
That is what I said.
Hmm. That is quite an interesting question.
If you gave us everything relating to Lena, or gave Lena everything that relates to her in any facet, and I promised to forget your name on penalty of death, would that be enough of a trade to let Lena leave with us if she so chose, with everything relating to her?
Ooh. 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 This doesn't require a saving throw.
Mm-mm.
I'll tell you this. In answer to your previous question, I can indeed cast a higher level spell than I previously told you, including this one. And he casts Time Stop,
Yeah.
which is a 9th level. Time stop. You briefly stop the flow of time for everyone but yourself. No time passes for the other creatures, while you take 1d4 plus 1 turns in a row, during which you can use actions and move as normal. And that is where we will end today's session.
Jesus Christ.